Right.
You know what? It's habit now.
Yeah,
We're
habit.
live, too, right? Oh, we're live.
Oh, we're like, hello!
Calm down, Missy. Calm
You
down.
just get in here. Oh my god.
Ooh, get on in there real deep.
He's already trying to trip over the power cord over there.
Locked
We're
in.
trying. Guys, we're trying.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Amigo.
I'm gonna move this just for
Alright.
momentary. So I can get where I want to get. Situated.
We're getting
All right.
situated.
All right. Welcome.
Hello.
Oh, Jess left.
Sorry.
Hello.
Hello
I told you.
and goodbye.
I told you the demon would try to come out.
Oh yeah. I'm good.
Oh yeah, so this is D&D at Ratatasker Games. This is session 7 of Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen.
7 of the Dragon.
Here's our book. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful
Look
thing.
at that spooky
We're live, remember?
Person.
We can't-
That's why I'm not singing the song.
Spoopy.
crappy.
It's spoopy.
I make
All right.
melodies.
Just some good art is what it is. I like it.
It's the creepy
Sprayed.
kind of art. It's really pretty.
Okay,
The guy we eventually have to smack in the face.
so I'm Mark. I'm the DM.
Saruman.
Yeah. We'll just go around the table and we'll do our introductions, and then when Jess gets back, Jess will be able to chime in as well. So we'll start over there. James, who are you?
Tag
Hi,
it.
I'm James. I play Jets, your lunar sorcerer of the campaign. And I have a gremlin who's about to show up in 3, 2, 1, 0.
I'll take it.
He doesn't actually have a gremlin.
I have a cat though.
I was gonna say I thought I was being clean.
Yeah,
Do you have a cat?
Smokey. I mean, technically, he's almost becoming purely adopted by the kids.
So you, don't have a cat.
You can take the cat back whenever you want.
I would never hurt
You would
the kids.
feel
Come on,
purely.
Mr. Johnson.
Oops.
Now if they
Natural
die
love
by
is all-
some weird.
Ben, you want to do me a favor?
Oh, rock
Sure.
on.
I'm gonna go unplug that light up there.
Oh, that light. The
tall
bright
person.
light. Oh, yeah.
This tall person has
Do you wanna
fully
introduce yourself?
wedged himself underneath
Yeah.
this table.
Let's go next. Who's gonna be next introducing themselves? Jess.
I'm having a
The
panic
gremlin.
attack. I can't handle the pressure. I'm going home.
Oh, you're gonna stay and play
Little
D&D.
spicy.
That was her introduction right
I'm
there.
Jess. I play Jezebel Rockette, your socially awkward druid. Hey, go.
Hello. Continuing the finger guns.
I'm Evan.
That's
I
my
play
jam.
Blanche, a Minotaur fighter who is.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, thank you.
She's a badass.
She is enjoying her retirement somehow.
Tired.
Retirement.
James needs to talk in a higher voice, though.
I don't think that's what they meant by higher voice at all.
But I like it. I think we got to stick with it now.
Yeah.
Can hear Colin die somewhere.
Oh my god. That sounded
The
like
ghosts
it
that
came
haunt
from
this
the
place are not
basement.
pleased.
Okay.
Anyway,
Hi.
Yeah, they're not very happy.
I'm Lauren. I play Ellie Waywocket. She's a forest gnome and a monk, and she has her.
Rage Queen. All hail.
And she has a badger named Martha. Go.
Hey, I'm Ben. I'm playing Kogan Usan, a dwarf paladin in the service of Rerix.
Our voice of reason.
Yes,
most part.
for the Vengeance Paladin, I am the voice of reason.
It's all going perfectly.
Hi, I'm Crystal. I play your wood elf, Ranger Adra Moonwhisper, and I don't have a honey badger named Martha.
Not everybody has a badger named Martha. Only Ellie has a badger named Martha.
You need to elevate yourself in the talk.
hi. No.
No, I think we're good.
Say,
The
I'm,
DM
like,
has spoken.
I'm starting to wonder now.
Unless somebody says there's an actual audio issue, which, somebody will let us know if there
Just-
is.
I'm pretty
Chat
sure
shenanigans.
someone's being
All right.
a shenanigan.
Who
Okay.
are you, Mark?
The
Higher,
DM.
higher.
I'm Mark. I'm
You play everyone
don't
else.
yeah.
He's
I
God.
I brought to life
He's God.
many magical characters, some of whom are no longer with us.
Sadness on
Brought to
staff.
life and then put to death.
Yeah,
Many
unfortunately, yeah.
characters.
Yeah.
Sadness
But there's some that we'll
revolves.
probably meet again. I don't do a
Ooh,
lot of
creepy.
voices, so everybody
Ooh,
sounds the
we can
same.
do a
It's
seance.
kind of weird, but that's how we do it.
I can bring this in.
Okay, well, so I don't think we need to go like super,
Ouija
super
board?
deep on our recap, but we can do some recap of our last session.
Oh my.
Anybody that wants to chime in, feel free.
We went to an oddities shop.
Oh, we did go to an oddity shop.
But I
That
don't
was very
remember
important.
what order that was in.
That was the last thing, actually, we did.
Yeah, I think
No,
that
it
was the
wasn't.
No,
last-
it wasn't. That's right. Never mind.
Because we went,
Second to last thing.
we
Yeah,
got our
second
first
one.
mission in the garden.
Hung out in, where are we?
Smells like
Calaman for a day.
Calaman.
We went to an oddities shop, and then
No, I
we
mean, like, this
got
whole
our first
conversation
mission
is like deja vu.
to go find another gnome, who apparently turns out is the inventor of the giant
The boiler
Jargon
drac.
machine.
Yeah.
And you aim it towards
She
the
called
machine.
it a weed
Well, I was
whacker.
gonna say, wasn't it?
Yeah, a weed whacker. Some weed whacker that was.
She invented it to clear weeds, which it probably did really well.
Yeah.
The best.
I
thing.
wonder what
Among
kind
other
of
things.
weed she was trying to kill.
All of them.
Assassin mind.
Leave no survivors.
So
Take no quarter.
Because, man, those must
I
have
mean,
been magical weeds.
Either that, or maybe there was kids in her yard. Get out of my
Yep,
yard.
we met a gnome named Tania Ruckledust.
Ruffled
I forgot about that name.
There was some important things happening when we met her too.
Oh yeah,
Goblins
her house
were
was
trying to
getting
kill her.
attacked by some gobos.
Yeah, they're bearing the sigil of the Dragon Queen.
Which had no power versus the raging mechanization stuff that was going
I
on.
think
Man,
they
you
were doing
sounded real
okay.
fancy right
I mean,
there.
you guys really helped her a lot.
It turned out they were there because they were after her latest invention, the magical walkie-talkie, known as a Fargab.
Yeah, Varg.
So
Still got
interestingly, yes, and we are now the owners of the Far Gap. She gave them to us. That isn't actually what they were after.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They were after her to make a weapon, and she realized what was going on, and instead of making a weapon, made the Far Gap.
Okay.
So
Said no, fuck you.
I do
So-
love
Took her
them.
homes.
Yeah.
Place and we tried to go back home. Oh wait, she was
And
in
then
the-
Blanche used one of her machines and just annihilated Goblin. Use
Like
a
I said,
slinky.
The razor slinky.
Yeah, razor slinky.
Razors.
I mean,
wonder if
Blanche
you
is
could
very
keep that as
resourceful. Let's be honest
weapon.
about that.
All I did
you
was
don't get,
upgrade
you
the
don't
heat of a
survive
chicken.
to like retirement age as
Yeah.
a sailor not being resourceful.
I thought it was a
Listen,
squirrel.
I don't have.
It was
That
a
was
squirrel.
I don't have a
doing
bow and arrow. I don't have anything like that.
Everybody
I just-
has their hobbies when they retire, all right?
some of us
Yeah,
like to-
she just annihilates goblins
Learn
with
slinky
slinky
tricks.
razors.
Like, I
Did you
want
wanna-
to make killer slinky?
Did you want to add any context to what we did while we were at the oddities shop, or are you feeling good about where we're at right now?
I mean, the fact that I bought a snow globe that has a badger in it that was
Named Nigel.
named Nigel.
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 And was the badger of the original
And maybe only.
badger master.
Detriment.
Which
Calaman's first and possibly only Badger Master, yeah.
correct. And I'm trying
And
to
then-
find his name at the moment.
Chat tried to name us
Wrote
the
it
Badger
down.
Masters
Yeah.
as our
Somewhere.
group name.
Oh, here we go.
How about Team Martha?
I don't know if I gave you a name.
Team Smoky.
You gave us.
I can't.
I was
I
gonna say
think
we don't
we-
have an opposing team, but
Yeah,
never
I
mind,
think we
just
made
you.
up names for the
Oh
potential.
no, I flip flop.
Badger Master.
I'm
Yeah.
I
team,
love both
I'm
of
team
them.
Smoky.
And we are also now.
What?
You know, this sounds like a
That did
really
not
bad
sound-
way to.
No
like
one
it.
knows.
Yeah, the kids are smoking
decided?
cigarettes.
No one knows. You haven't. I don't know that you've made a group declaration of what to call yourselves.
Candy, 'cause that's to give
Well, we'll
kids
just go with the Badger
No.
Masters for now then.
Especially not in an unmarked cart.
Maybe
Until
we'll see
something
what
else
happens
is
if
better.
somebody asks you. I guess.
And then
Right?
they
Yeah.
say they
If we
have
could win a
puppies
double-headed
in the
giant
back
with that
seat
name,
of
I
that
think it can carry
I
the
just
marked car.
But they don't have a
Maybe
card.
We can like get Ruckledust to invent us like some kind of roaming badger mech that we live in. as our like,
Just a
strike
gigantic.
I just caught the mecha.
Our enemies
And
just
then-
gave us
and
this
then
giant
that's
wooden
why-
badger. We just accepted it. It's fine.
That's exactly. If only we had a large wooden badger.
Please, sir. I would like a large wooden badger.
Like, look, they gave us a monument because we're awesome.
So Lancelot, Sir Galahad, and I will jump out. Who? Sir Lancelot, and Sir Galahad.
Oh, yeah, the coconuts.
Anyway.
We can't
Moving
go to
on.
Camelot. It's a silly place.
Moving on. So, you guys completed your mission. You found Rookledust. You brought her back to Calaman and got her to connected with the leadership. And I'm just going to assume that you went off, let's say, to bed. Sound fair?
I think
All
a
right.
nap sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you walked like 24 hours.
Have to move Jet because
Yeah.
he's snoring so much.
Yeah.
You
We
have to
saw
kick him.
Her house is like 12 miles out.
We
No.
saw some. We saw fancy weed whacker.
I mean, it only
His
takes
head
me
up.
45 minutes to like
Remember the chicken weapon?
speed walker.
There was a chicken and then there was a
3
Yeah,
squirrel.
like,
Oh.
it like crept out.
It was a
Oh, the
relatively
picture, yeah, the
uneventful
chicken was
speedy
shooting out
12
little
miles.
eggs just to.
No.
All you did
And
was
then the squirrel was
cross the
being
paths
shooting
with some
flames
Yeah,
from its
yeah.
mouth.
bandits that were talking about getting paid well to do something.
Yeah,
You're
probably.
gonna get paid, Will. Might as well.
It's probably the same thing as the mercenaries were.
And
paid to do.
goblins.
So we should probably warn.
Oh, and
Yeah,
I
if we
hate
haven't-
goblin ass
Towards
because
the city?
goblins
Yeah,
are my
we should-
favorite enemy.
I would have probably warned the
Goblins and gnolls.
marshal
I
of
just
the
torched
likelihood
the
of
hobgoblin. That's all I do.
groups
I gotta
moving
start
in getting
using my
on the
cord breaker
payroll
ability,
of the,
too.
of the Dragon Queen to probably mess with.
I can essentially
Yeah,
make
I mean,
free attacks
when you
in
guys
one
get
turn.
back, Darrett is perfectly happy to take these reports and get them to the marshal and do all these things for you. I mean, he is there and he meets you and he asks how it goes and gives you plenty of opportunity to fill him in. And you can certainly, if you really want to try and set up an audience with the marshal, you can, or you can.
As long as the word gets to her. I
Yeah.
think we can
Yeah,
trust Derek
by
to do
someone
that.
we trust.
Yeah, he is very eager to make sure that he knows what happens with you guys, and so
And if there's time, I'd like to purchase another 25 gold pieces of silver dust.
25 gold pieces of silver dust.
Yes.
I mean,
Okay,
25 steel pieces.
Steel pieces.
steel
I'd say
pieces.
silver.
Yep.
Come on now.
Yeah. You
down, Mr.
you'll have to
Blazer.
do that the next day, but you sure can.
All right.
So
I should wait till the next day.
Sunglasses are outside, so I don't have
Long
glasses
rest.
to go like this with.
long rest. Everybody
There you
gets
go.
their full recoveries.
They
and all that.
are
Was anyone
steel
even hurt
pieces.
in that goblin?
God damn it! Come on now.
Sorry, I have a
You
small
know,
face.
Actually,
They
Alright.
clamped
Doesn't add
right
to
down
it.
to my nose, like I couldn't move them.
You got a big face.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you guys, anything else before we move on from our long rest?
not yet.
Okay.
I have nothing
Long rest
planned.
in real life.
Okay. And Darrett even takes a moment to inform you that he has gone and checked in on the survivors of Vogler and making sure that things are still going all right for them. It seems like people are getting settled in, and he's now seen some of the militia members who joined up with Calaman's military, and they're in the process of getting a little bit better training, and pretty soon he thinks they'll have assignments and stuff with the military. So yeah, you guys get up the next morning, and you get your food, and Darrett kind of meets up with you guys, and well, good morning, all. Glad to see you.
Howdy, Derek.
Yeah.
Happy.
So there is another thing that the marshal has for you guys. Yeah, kind of a mission.
It's a big first week for us.
Indeed. There is a farmstead. It's about 18 miles east of the city. There were some residents who fled because they had been overrun by soldiers. And we're hoping that you guys can go and investigate this and, try to confirm whether or not it's what we fear it is.
Did they get an idea of the numbers we might be dealing with if there are soldiers?
Well, this is only a farmstead, so it's not a city. So there was they don't have an exact number, but they say it was probably 10 or less.
Okay.
And it sounds like this could have been more of the same, but we really feel like we need to be sure that that's what's happening here. So,
We can write out and verify.
indeed.
What's on your mind, Jed? Gotta look.
So they attacked a farmstead? Or are they heading towards a farmstead?
No, they
They
attacked
overran
it,
it.
and
It's already been
the people that lived there had to flee.
Okay. Here I was thinking like getting a few things of oil and setting up a trap for when they come. But
I'm afraid the
Oh.
trap's probably for us.
Woo!
Try to be sneaky and come in from the west side.
So, this mission is the order of the marshal for you guys to do. She gives an amount of deference how long you take before you decide to leave. But the sooner the better.
Anybody need to get some shopping done before we head out? I'll probably go out and get my silver pieces now. I'm assuming they'd provide us with horses to get there.
After a good brunch and
I'm just throwing that money
Tea
here,
time?
man.
maybe after
haven't
dinner,
had a
you know,
second
push it
week
back.
yet.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're in our first week. Never
We're
mind.
still on our
Dur,
first
dur,
week.
dur, dur.
Haven't gotten paid for my second week yet because we haven't reached it.
So we're heading out,
Think we'll head out?
I think so.
Ye-
or do you guys have things that you need to
I
do?
mean, he needs his silver, but other than that.
Sure.
Blanche
Yep.
needs her brunch.
Not that hard
More
to.
of a
Not that hard. She'll eat on the road.
There's some spells as well.
nice, a sippy cup with a mimosa.
Pinky
What's
out,
a
gotta be
mimosa?
fancy.
Would you like some more?
DM, can you confirm that mimosa?
Please,
is
sir,
a
I
must
would
in
like
this
to
world?
have some more.
A form of mimosa exists.
You sound so enthusiastic. Thank you.
Oh gosh, I mean, if it was, I enjoy mimosas. I mean, it's a treat.
What was it? Wasn't it like the two quiet ones actually know most about the alcohol? The one in the prologue. I think you guys were talking about alcohol at one point. And like you guys were like talking about how to mix it and everything or something. I don't know.
I mean,
I feel like it was at one point.
I
I don't
enjoy
know.
making Jello shots.
Probably
of
right there.
character. So
I don't know. It's been so
You're
long
not
ago.
wrong.
I
Actually,
wrote it
don't
down.
drink Jello, but
yeah, I'll be
I can
gearing
make
up
good
with my
treats.
plate mail for this.
Cling, cling.
All right.
I shall gear up in.
Anybody that would
what I
like,
usually wear.
somebody can roll me a d10.
I shall
And
roll.
just tell
this.
me if you get a 1.
Oh, I'll tell you if I get a 1. Got it.
What'd you get?
Not a 1. Two.
All right.
Close.
You
also,
said
who
tell you if I got a 1. You didn't say tell you anything else.
are we setting up the Fargab with anyone?
I still got the one on me.
Who has the other one?
Are we leaving the other one here with someone who's
I can
running
lose
guard?
mine with the
Because
person.
we are just at the edge of its range with this farmstead.
Could be a good chance to test it with the city.
Could give
Yeah.
it to
Right, the edge of
Darrett,
the ring.
the other one.
Yeah, so maybe we'll hand it over to Darren and let him know that, hey, we can send you messages, so we'll let you know as soon as we get there what the scoop is.
Okay.
and test it out. You know.
Gotta be really, really quiet. Let him
Yeah.
grab it.
So actually, Rookledust is going to help him because she's extremely interested in how well this thing works.
Perfect.
Oh,
We'll be
yeah,
testing
she
it at the
made
very
it.
edge of its range, so it's a good
So
field
I want
test.
this one.
Someone who's not going to be in the front line perhaps should take the.
I'll just
Jet-
hold it.
Jet's like,
I'll
I'm
just hold it, I guess.
Jet's like, son of a.
No.
You're gonna break it. Your
Okay.
gnome tactics.
Somebody
So
here gets it when we're in the field.
Are you including yourself in that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I didn't know it was a contest. Anyway,
Not a contest.
so you guys make your way on the road.
Sorry, I'm
Nothing,
shouting.
nothing like out of the ordinary
Yeah.
happens. You know, you see your typical travelers and your typical things that you always see, and you know, but you made good time. You know, you got horses. It's pretty straightforward
Horses will
path.
keep you.
Yes.
So it is, but by the time, I mean, this is a long trip. I mean, this is 18 miles. So you're at like,
They're war horses.
you're at dinner time. You're at like, you're getting close to dusk by the time you get there.
Well, how fast do horses travel, though?
Hmm.
How fast do horses
Well,
travel?
I mean, I guess I should say, are you like driving them to go hard to get there, or are you just sauntering down the road?
We'll keep up
mean-
a good pace.
Oh, yeah. If you want to go
In between.
faster, you can get there earlier for sure. You can.
Let's not
Look,
get there as
it's
it's
Sean
getting
Bean
dark.
on your
Yeah, that
shirt.
was kind of my. It's like, man,
Yeah,
we
you can
left,
you can
like-
you can
It's
cut a
not
good hour
simply
off of this
rough.
trip if you just
I'm hoping that's what it says on the shirt.
give the horses a little bit of,
Just let darkness.
you know,
Wait, what?
coaxing to go a little quicker.
I
Okay.
don't even have magic missile.
You can't do that.
Yeah, I think sorcerers actually can use
I
magic
don't
missile.
have
So-
magic
Yeah, no.
missile.
I mean, you have directions to get to this farmstead, and you guys, you know, you get within sight of it, and I mean, even from a distance, you can see that, you know, there is some evidence of what is likely some damage to, you know, different property that's there, and then once you get maybe like, oh, I don't know, 200 feet maybe away, you kind of catch a glimpse of there's some people I don't know, somebody who's got the highest passive perception.
15 over here.
Got 15 as well.
I was about to say I got
Anybody
14.
beating 15?
I don't think so.
So
You
the-
really want me to
so-
tell you mine? It's 11.
So the
It's
15s
crafty.
are kind of the first ones to be able to notice that there's, you know, what you can see one Dragon Army soldier, what looks to be like a Dragon Army soldier. I mean, wearing the black armor that you've seen before, and then you can also see what looks to be 6 hobgoblins. And it looks like the soldier is kind of going through some almost like a maybe training with them. But it's more like, you know, I don't know what you would imagine it to be, a little like combat contests, we'll call it, like trying to get them to show their skill.
Okay.
So they have not noticed you yet. So you have some options. By the time you can see this, you're probably, I don't know, 150 feet away. And
So is
depending
there
on the
anything-
path you would take, you might be able to find some cover to get yourself
I was
closer.
gonna say, is there any?
Open is the ground between us and the.
I mean, the grass is tall enough that you could kind of sneak up there a little bit. You have to be a little careful where you go, but you know, you can kind of sneak up there. You can get yourself to, you know, like you might be able, depending on the direction you take, you might be able to get 30, 40 feet away from them by the time they would see you.
All right. Do we
That would be ideal if we
try to
could get that
sneak
close.
around towards them?
I think let's send word back to Derek
So
first,
we'll
just
maybe
in case something
We'll
happens.
pull off to the side and find maybe a
That
little
first,
divot
like
or
200
dip.
feet to 150 feet away where they're out of earshot.
Okay.
And
Can
get
only
off
go
the
10
road.
feet away. We're good.
keep the horses as quiet.
Yeah, so you're kind of off of a main road now. This is more like just a kind of a path leading to the farmstead.
I just thought of something. We should have tested this thing out before we got here, because we don't know how loud it's going to be.
It can only be heard within 10 feet.
If you guys have done any amount of playing with it, which I'm just going to go ahead and assume that you have, you know that, it's anybody that's within about 10 feet can hear it when somebody's talking on the other end.
So we're pretty far away. They're not going to hear this.
So,
Especially
I would think we would radio after the situation, just
Yeah,
in case to double check to
Great.
see if it is the
Or
dragon.
we can let them know ahead of time. and
well,
then
who has it?
ask.
I was gonna say because
Radio
there might
man.
be.
Radio man,
What if we don't survive, so we can't tell them?
Well,
the
and we said-
firebolt guy right
We
here.
didn't exactly
That
ask, okay,
Firebolt,
we want to
scorching
verify
ray,
who's here.
Nothing else
but
at the moment yet.
Are we
Flame-
supposed to be taking
flame
these
on.
people alive, or are we supposed to be just
Well,
clearing them out?
for
What
one, we
is-
can verify that it is in fact Dragon Army soldiers are there.
Right.
Did they look like they were
That's my question.
training?
Alice.
Yeah, they look
Maybe
like they're
Derek
running
will have
drills
further
in the
instructions
middle
for
of
us.
Yeah.
a raided
I mean,
farmstead.
if
My
we
vote
can
is
get
for
the dragon army,
beforehand.
if there's only one dragon army soldier, maybe we can
Capture
subdue
one,
him.
kill everyone else.
And yeah, I was I was trying not to say the other word.
I'm all for killing these people.
Is the Dragon Army soldier
No,
only need one.
I would have said
one of the
seduce.
like
lizard
Seduce.
people-looking ones?
I
He's just
I
a
was
regular
like, we don't have a bard either.
This will be a good chance to see how much.
I mean, I could command, but that only works for one unit.
So let's
That was a whole different level. Good underneath what? Sorry.
so let's contact Derek.
Oh boy.
Yes, yes.
So you want me to contact
I
him and
knew.
tell him pretty much
Oh my.
Dragon Army is here, but
One
they're running
soldier,
drills.
6 hobgoblins.
One
seem to
human
be running
soldier and a
drills.
few hobs.
Confirmed Dragon Army.
And I go ahead and relay that message to him through the bar gab.
Why don't you
The
tell me
gab-
what you
yeah,
say?
Hard time saying
The
that.
gab gab.
What do you say word for word? Use your words.
20
Oh, that's
25
right,
words.
25 words.
Uh-huh.
I remember this now. Okay. Dragon soldiers at farmstead, 1 soldier, 6 hobgoblins running drills.
Less than 25
Please
words.
advise.
Please
Yeah, yeah,
advise.
yeah.
Please advise.
Yeah, you got enough words there.
So then, a few seconds go by, and then you hear from the other end. Okay, stand by.
Here I was being harassed that I did not use 25 words.
No, your limit's 25
I
words.
know.
At max, but there's nothing. There's
So,
no cooldown for the messages.
It's just a
Yeah.
question of if you are deciding to wait, how long you're willing to wait.
Do we want
I like
our
that
more
option.
stealthy people to try to scout out more around the farmstead?
Great things ready.
Literally any
Stealthy
one button,
pose.
please.
Real go-getter attitude.
I could go.
And but you're awfully squishy.
I'm
I'm-
also
So what is the
awfully
goal of
tricky.
this?
Stealthy reconnaissance.
I am very
What am I
stealth.
looking
I
for?
am stealth is like one of my proficiency.
See if there's
spells.
anyone
Or
else in
skills,
there.
not
or
spells.
If they're up to anything else
I
besides
am
running drills.
Okay, bye.
Hang on before you.
I am not
catches me by
babysitting
the back
Ellie.
of the scrub.
I am. Ellie can do herself.
Like
on her own.
ready.
He's 1 inch taller than me. It's not
Slightly
even
more
legs
range.
off the ground.
Just imagining them.
Alright. You wanted to go as well?
I can go as well if need be.
Flank opposite directions. How
Yeah,
about that?
All right.
about to say,
I
I'm not
can-
babysitting Ellie. I know what she
Team
can
parkour.
do. She scares me.
All right.
I'd
To
rather
kill
be
them.
on her good side.
I can bless you
It'll be
guys
fine.
in
It'll be
case
fine.
you
Okay,
run
great.
into some trouble. So, let me make sure how long that lasts. See if it's I'm wasting it or not.
I think it's a minute.
I think it is a minute.
Okay, fine.
It is. So you know what? That's gonna run out pretty quick.
I
can
keep
go
keeping
fast.
my moon on the crescent.
So you know what? Just Yelphy come up and have some issues, and we'll rush
Run
into-
200 feet. Go and get you.
Yeah. Rush
Blanche
away.
will charge right in if necessary. Just see a freaking Minotaur just
There's only
running
6 of
at you
them.
randomly. It would probably freak them out,
If we
honestly.
don't see you guys come back in say 15 minutes, we'll rush in.
Okay. Sounds good.
Well, don't just become Russian, because that would.
Don't go clang, 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 clang.
Jet will send up some sort of signal. if we
Charging
need
on the
to.
horse. Croquet with their heads.
Croquet.
I'll go
I got
left.
a hammer. I'm good.
So you're gonna try to do what? You're gonna try to sneak up there to get a better
Stealth.
look.
Yeah.
Like around. So I'm assuming we're looking at them from the front of the farmstead, the house, or whatever.
Kind of the side.
And okay,
Yeah. Because
I'd
you.
like to go to the left of wherever I
Sure.
can make it.
How long from the time that you get the response, okay, stand by, do you wait before you go?
We can get it.
I told you guys what they said. I don't know what you guys.
Well, if you're
are-
standing close enough to it, they can just hear it.
I know.
Right.
And we're 10 feet.
We're just
I don't think we're waiting
having
very
this-
long. are we?
well,
You're
we're just scouting. We expect you guys to come back without
It was a
engaging
minute.
them.
We're done.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you wait like a minute.
Let's go back.
Well,
Oh, I don't know.
Let's
I
go
think-
back.
Hold on.
45
I'm just a
minutes?
chaos element.
You want to wait 45 minutes?
if
before
they
you go
haven't
out?
gotten back to us in
No, I'm just
45
kidding.
minutes,
I'm
like
just asking.
that's
All
a
right. I think
I think a
reasonable
half
amount
hour
of
is a
time.
good compromise.
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll
half
go
hour,
and
then we'll
kill
send
them
out
all
the
there.
scouts.
Okay. So after about 5 minutes, you hear Darrett's voice on the other end of it again saying, capture 1 if possible. If not, neutralize them.
Okay.
Understood.
Aye, Captain.
All right.
Aye, Captain.
Do we want you guys to do your scout thing, make sure that we're not horribly outnumbered,
Are you waiting long enough?
and then
Yeah.
come
You're
back
not asking.
and
You're like,
then
okay, fine.
plan our attack from there? Barring
Got
you
it.
guys
I'm
getting
sorry, the eyebrow
discovered.
thing she does, the eyebrow, anyone who does like the eyebrow lifty thing makes me giggle.
All right, team.
Team assemble.
Okay.
Over and out. Let's go.
Let's go. Roger, Roger.
Roger,
Be a
roger.
good phrase to use on the far gab. You may have invented something there. Roger, Roger, you say.
Roger, Roger.
Okay. So who's doing what? What are we doing here? What's our plan?
Stealthing
Okay.
left.
Stealthing
I'm
left?
guessing I'm stealthing right.
Stealthing right. Everybody
Ish.
else is just staying put.
We're just keeping an eye out on
Wait
what
for
Keep
the
the
signal.
horses
soldiers are
quiet.
doing.
I'm assuming I'll understand what the signal is.
And we are attempting to get
We
close
heal
enough
yelling?
to find
We'll
out
probably hop on the horses.
if
and
there
How?
are other people
I mean, it's like
inside
there's
of
somebody
whatever
just screaming, but
building
it's
they're
screaming. We
in.
recognize.
Probably seeing how they're placed.
Okay.
Or
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
seeing any,
Making
if
sure there
anyone's
aren't
doing
any
like a
others.
routine
Right.
look around.
Well,
If necessary.
let's just based on the layout of this, we'll say that the person that's going right has a little bit less cover from the people that are there. So we'll have you go first. So roll your stealth.
Be one with the sneak.
It's grasslands, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
can-
you can change now and we can trade. But
I can
Channel your inner
actually
Dragonlance.
move the whole entire pace sneakily, my whole entire speed, because it's my favorite terrain. Okay, sneaky, sneaky.
Channel your sneaky.
15, 16, 21.
21. Sure. So you
I
get
blend in with the grass.
yeah. So you get pretty far, and you are able to do it without being seen.
I have a ghillie suit on.
and you'll be able to see what you see. But let's also now do your stealth to see how well you
I believe in you.
get where you're trying to go.
You can do it.
So what's going to end up happening for you is as you go, you'll where
Spicy
you
tacos.
see the soldiers and stuff, the actual house is going to come between your line of sight of them for a little while until you get to a spot where you should be able to see them again.
Okay.
So, go ahead and roll your stealth.
Did you bless us after all or no?
No.
It would just only take a minute. It would last better in combat than it would in that technically.
Active combat, I'm saving it for. I only get 2 spells, or 3 spells.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Math.
Come on, you little gnome.
What's 12 plus 7?
Okay,
Nice.
so they don't see you.
19.
They don't
27.
They don't see you. Wow, plus
27.
7 to stealth. That's crazy.
That dex, though.
So okay. So what you are able to see is as you
Catch
kind
me
of get into
fire.
this position,
You look like a big old crap.
you definitely get a view of the fact that they have done. I mean, there were a couple of like outbuildings that were on this property, and one of them is just burnt. I mean, it's just
It's crispy.
yeah, and
My fried chicken.
there's another like smaller, probably like a shed or some kind of storage, and it's damaged. Like it looks like there was a door on it, but that door is smashed. The house itself seems fine, and as you're going, you don't ever see any other,
Any patrols or anything.
yeah, you don't
It's
see
just a
anyone
small
else. Yep.
I was going to say, look
From
at
my
the windows
from
of-
my
of
side.
the house.
Yeah,
as
you.
well.
I was
yeah,
about to say you're by the house. I'm not. So.
Yeah, you do not. So if you're looking to try and see what's inside the house, you can roll your perception.
I feel like I wouldn't be close enough to see anything.
Okay.
So
No perception for you.
Are you sure?
wait. Oh boy.
It's a 9.
Okay.
Do I need
So-
to roll?
So anyway, so you kind of you don't end up seeing anybody else. You just see them continuing to do what they've been doing. It's very clear that the one human is wearing the Dragon Army armor,
Clear.
and
I
the only
want
thing
you-
that you notice is the armor that the hobgoblins have
Oh,
not
is
doing it.
black and
The-
it's
the
similar,
ant-
but
the
it doesn't
Dragon
have.
Army dude. We're
This
gonna
is
bring
what
him back.
she sees. You don't see the hobgoblins. Their armor does not have the insignia on it that the Dragon Army soldier does.
So these are potential recruits-ish or mercenaries, sort of speak.
Wannabes.
They're wannabes.
As you,
Wanna
so
be the
we'll
dragon.
switch over to Ellie. Ellie, you
I got heat.
successfully stealth
Sorry.
your way.
Extreme.
Uh,
For that.
you, yeah, you see that there is a kind of a shepherd-looking dog
Stone.
in the back of the house,
I have like a
and it's
This one's slightly cursed.
Y'all here?
Yep.
They killed the dog.
No
I
mercy.
haven't seen anything.
You have to report back to us.
Okay, well,
I'll be angry when you come to me.
okay.
so.
Do they
You
eat it?
let them.
What?
Do they eat it?
Did they eat it?
You're not you. I mean, you want to go investigate the dead dog?
No.
Okay.
Not any further than seeing that it's
Oh, fuck
dead.
these
Okay.
guys.
Yeah.
Wasteful.
Hard to tell from where you're at.
I mean, if you're gonna kill something, use all the parts.
But you
a
eventually, and you kind of look in windows and stuff, and you don't see
Some cultures
any
still
other
find that adults.
people in there.
Is it like dark in there? Is there fire going? Any lights
It's
on?
not like light enough for you to see all that well.
But I do,
We ate a dog.
I do like the field though.
That
We
poor
didn't
puppy.
need the dog.
So then you eventually get
Those bastards.
you eventually kind of
That's
get
what I
a
said.
similar view to what Adria was able to get. Like you see the 6 hobgoblins, you see the soldier, you see the building that got torched, you see the smaller building that's got the door broken, all that stuff. But they're out kind of in, I don't know, I guess the yard, kind of in front of the house doing stuff. And there's a tree out in front of the house, so they're kind of
Chilling.
in the neighborhood of that tree. But they're all fairly close together, you know, like the ones that aren't, you know, getting trained are all sitting there kind of waiting their turn. So anyway, that's what you see. What are you guys doing after that?
How long does that take us
To get that
to
far?
get that far?
I mean, it depends on how fast you're going, but you could easily do all of that in under a minute.
Okay.
The
I said
sassy
we were
look
waiting
on her
15
face.
minutes before we
Such
come
a-
charging in, assuming
Yes,
they were
I
catching.
Love it.
I know.
Unless you're going really
there's
slow,
a
you can
level of
you can do
extra
all
with
that
it.
in like a minute.
No, I think that's more than plenty of. Okay.
Yeah. Especially that I can move in that
Are
terrain
we
so
meeting
easily.
up on the other side? Like,
Do you want to meet up on the other side?
Did
Well, you
make
guys can't
plans
have this
to meet up?
conversation. You're
Oh yeah,
separated.
no, we're mentally telepathically doing this.
all right. Well,
I don't remember my
I mean, I'm not going to go
every
back
day
the
at
same
BD.
way that I
We're not special.
came immediately.
Good.
Like,
I have
I
to
assume
take
that at
thoughts, I
some
don't
point
have
in time
mind
we'll
or-
be able to see each other.
Wait, that is my brain.
I
You
mean-
didn't make that plan. You don't know.
Okay, great.
I mean,
I
I don't
think I
know
can if
because
I-
I
if
blend
I
in
have
with the
gray
grass. I have
flowers. All right.
camouflage.
Well,
I
apparently.
think I can if I eat granny flowers.
If that
So
whole
I'm,
thing
I'm
just
thinking
takes,
we
like,
should actually go back to them, like we said we would, for sure,
Yeah.
and then go from there. See,
How about you decide what you're gonna do, and she'll decide what she's gonna do? Because you can't have a conversation.
Yeah.
You're far apart.
right? Yeah. I
Or
know
at
it's
least
like the whole
invisible
battle
to
thing.
each
See
other.
each
So,
other. air
so what do
high
you want to
five.
do?
I'm probably gonna head back.
Same way you came.
Yeah.
All right. You don't need to roll your stealth again.
Yeah.
You get.
I'm
back.
like belly crawling through the grass.
What do you want to do?
Not babysitting Ellie.
Well, I want to murder them, but
Uh-huh.
I should go back to the rest of the group.
Sure.
Don't worry, we'll
that
murder
is
them.
what I will do.
We just need hey.
Yeah.
We just need one alive.
Same way you came.
Yeah.
All right. You don't have to roll your stealth. You get back just fine.
I appreciate it so much.
Okay. Do you get back?
Hey guys. They killed the dog.
They kill a doggy.
Let's go.
Did they at least use
Yeah.
all the parts?
No.
What a waste. Okay.
Backhand in the back of your head. Not the point.
All right, are we
That poor puppy.
jumping on the
puppy did do
horses and just
nothing.
charging them
Probably
at full
protecting.
speed? Give them as little chance to run away as possible.
Yeah, but then they might kill the horses,
Yeah.
and then it takes a long time to walk home.
I
With a
can't.
prisoner.
I can't sneak in this armor
I was about to say.
Why do we have to sneak? Why do you have to sneak?
because otherwise they see us from a distance. Well, hopefully they'll engage.
Rage Queen is saying, catch these hands.
Catch the staff.
Did you just do this?
You can't see me.
No, John Cena can't see me. This.
Wow.
The John Cena no.
Guys, I don't memes. I don't know what I'm doing. So if I'm doing something rude, tell me.
What if we
Not rude.
what if we ride up and then jump off the horse?
It's all right.
It's a thing
Yeah,
of
and
we'll,
then
we'll get up as
get-
close as we can and dismount.
Right, but
just
what
before
happens
Yeah.
if they kill the horses?
them.
Then
drop
we
the
kill
horses
more
off.
of
Well,
them.
did you see if
Ways
they had any
away.
ranged weapons?
We make them suffer for every pony.
I assume they were all playing with swords, right?
I'll play with swords.
All right, so we can
Yeah.
rush in, dismount just before we get to them, and then keep ourselves between them and the horses. Plus, they're going to be worrying about us
Plus,
than
those
speed.
horses
I'm
know how
going
to
to
kick
keep
ass
them
if
at
need be.
least 120 feet away.
You can stay on your horse. In fact,
Or that.
Yeah, you can firebolt from
You
your
can-
horse.
Yeah,
You can keep your distance. That's an
Let's
option.
just not piss off that horse and watch me fall off.
In any case,
Sounds like we've got a plan.
Yeah, pretty much.
we basically charge in
Are you squishy? Oh,
and
you are
maybe
squishy.
a good 20
Ish.
feet from them, we dismount. And well, that's because you can travel 35 in a single round.
I can at
can't.
least travel 30.
You know
so.
what? A horse can
Maybe
travel
they'll come
40
to
at
you.
least.
Hopefully.
Horses are 60
But-
feet around.
Either way.
Okay.
There you go.
So
I
we
said
rush
at
in,
least 40.
get within 30 feet.
Maybe 25 feet if you really want to.
I would like 25 feet.
27.
And then whoever's staying.
Hurt.
Yeah.
I'm staying back to shoot.
So we'll have us three up front, you three in the back.
Yep.
Charge
Sounds
in.
about usual.
All right.
If I have to,
Already
if
in the
someone
house.
comes up, I can stabby the swordy.
I
All right,
can
and
stab
then
stab with the
I'll
dagger.
prepare a bless spell
Shake
for the
'em.
three of us up front. As soon as we get
Range spells that I can work with.
ready to dismount, I guess. If that's possible.
So you're charging in there.
Yep.
I horse in my horse.
Charge in on the horses, give them as little
Calm
time as
down,
possible. I mean,
God,
if
what's
they
his
flee,
name?
we might as well
Remember
just
which one it was.
ride them down.
Well,
Bill.
If they turn to fight, we dismount
From
them.
it.
when you guys are ready to go, give me a ho yeah.
Oh yeah!
All right, Blanche is going.
Oh yeah!
I was already on a horse, so
All right.
All right.
Just sitting there like
I'll
Byron,
smack
like,
my horse to get it
slowly
going.
walking it away from
So
the
we are
group.
not
like,
attempting to be stealthy. We're just going.
We're
Yeah,
going on the
'cause we
horses,
were, like,
going
what,
as
150
fast as we
feet
can
away,
go
so-
on the horses.
Yeah.
So full on gallop.
150.
Well, they're 60 feet
still
around.
had to
so
move.
that takes 12 seconds.
No. How far away were the people that we were going
All
after?
right.
150 feet.
So you guys get
I moved 20 and just start
about
lobbing.
50 feet into your,
I can
going.
hit from that range.
and the Dragon Army soldier kind of glances your direction and is like, kind of yells out, "Ah, we have visitors!"
I thought he was saying, "Oh fuck."
He
Goddamn
technically
people.
He thinks he
has
does
us
not
outnumbered.
care.
And so he turns to the hobgoblins and says, "Here's your final test. Dispatch these fools and earn your place in the Dragon Army."
Why
Can
do
you
I
hear
feel
that
like
from
this is like
100 feet
Shrek?
away?
We're
He's
50
yelling.
We're 50
Oh.
feet
Get out
away.
of my swamp.
No, you got like
I
50
was
feet
thinking more
into
we
going
tackle
there.
the
Oh.
Bible.
I was
You guys are
meaning
still
that
like
they
100
have
feet
the one
away.
who kills the ogre
I'm just shocked
is
that we
named
can hear that
Champion.
He has a
over.
megaphone. Or like a, like a cone.
You know, these
Yeah,
hobgoblins
far
are hard
gap. I
of
mean-
hearing. You gotta speak up, or else they don't quite hear you.
So, yeah.
Walk into more.
So the hobgoblins are coming at you. You guys are going at them. I mean, at this rate, you'll have one round to do anything, and then you'll be in melee combat with
I
them.
will stay at the 120-foot marker, so I will move only 20 feet and then start
Okay.
lobbing spells at the
So,
hobgoblins.
so the way we will do this then is we will roll initiatives since we're
Yeah,
all kind of moving now.
I'll probably be around near ya.
Oh my god, what is it with me and rolling fours tonight?
20,
Jesus.
21, 22, 23.
Okay, everybody roll. 20 to 25.
I got 23.
23, Adra's first probably.
I
Are you
love
taking
how he
notes?
says
Does anyone else?
probably.
I can write it down
I'll
too.
take it notes.
All right. Okay. 15 to 19.
16.
15.
So Jet and Jezebel.
Our ranged ones go first.
10 to 14. 5 to 9.
I got
9.
Which one
He's
has
gonna go first.
I am most definitely going first.
0 to 5.
4.
Oh!
Oh.
Hey, look, it's 4,
No
not negative.
The bads are also on 4 and will go before Blanche.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. that makes
God, I
sense.
hope so.
Yeah. Blanche is negative.
Unless there's some form of ooze.
Great.
Oh, well, I was about to say kiss it, but that might
No, that-
mess
don't do
the
that
bad
either.
juju.
So yeah, the hobgoblins are kind of charging, and the dragon army soldier is following them into combat and is not
Who's at the
like
rear?
just standing there. Like the Dragon Army soldier is coming to fight too.
God dang it.
So
So 7 total, 6 Gabos, 1 Durgan army.
Durgan Army.
Durgan army, Durgan.
Durgan every
I just
Durgan.
love the word.
We're going to send that Durgan Army herder
DQ
to the
Durgan.
river.
There you go. DQ. Dragon Army.
I feel like
That's the
becoming
new
a
Blizzard.
chef for the Muppets.
Dragon army, Blizzard. Yep.
You sound like Beaker there.
No.
okay.
Whoa, that was.
Just-
It's.
Yeah, okay, that's. But the one I was doing was
All right.
the chef.
So
Yeah, that was.
you're. I mean, this all kind of happens when there's about 100 feet of separation.
Sorry.
So you're
I am
first.
holy. I'm first. I will shoot my freaking bow at the hobgoblin. Hobba goblin.
All right.
And then I'm gonna use Hunter's Mark on the goblin.
The one you're shooting at.
Yep.
Okay.
So
There's 6 of them. We'll just say the first one is the one you're doing.
20, not nat.
Popped in my
That hits.
Okay, so D8 and a D6 because of Hunter's Mark. 16 points of damage.
Yep. You just absolutely nuke that one off the
And
face of
I
the
will
earth.
put
Got
my-
him right through the jugular.
I will put a Hunter's Mark on another one, on another hobgoblin.
Can you move it without just
Yeah.
freely?
I can move it as long as my target is dead. I can move it.
It's not like a bonus action to move it?
No.
Okay. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Sit tight.
Okay.
I have a blade ready if need be.
Okay.
Go for it, Jet.
Jet's next.
I shall fire bolts another hobgoblin.
Okay.
Hopefully not the one that she just.
Not the one that is dead.
Oh,
I'm going to go with it. Why not?
18.
Uh,
Nat.
It's on the
roll 18.
25 to hit.
That hits.
That,
Okay.
I guess
Weird
you get
die.
not doing your obsidian.
7 points of higher damage.
Sure. Yep. That one does
Yeah,
not like
tasty.
it.
Okay,
It
it's
only
not
had a
dead.
little. It only had a little tuft of hair, and you burnt half of it off.
Darn right.
It's like the mustache all over again.
Okay.
Oh, good memories.
Anything else you want to do, Jet?
It's still alive, I'm guessing.
Yep.
You didn't fully set on fire yet.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay.
I don't want to use my sorcery points.
Kogan, right? No.
Seconds.
Who's next? Oh, Jezebel.
I'm off the
I'm
horse, you're on
going
the horse.
to ride my horse
I'm
up
staying
to
on
I
this
get
horse.
closest one is 60 feet away from me.
I mean, when the round started, you guys
How
were
far
100
away?
feet apart.
Excuse me, so sorry.
Would the horse have my movement or its own?
If you're on the horse, it has its own movement.
I'm staying on horseback.
Okay.
That's like
I'm
60
a little
feet.
squish.
Okay.
Cool. So then, yeah, I'm gonna get to.
I think it can get up to. It can get to like 40 feet away.
Yeah. Oh, don't want to get necessarily that close. So, get so 50 feet away from one. So close enough, and then open up my water flask, form a already shard in my hand, and launch it and see if I hit. Net
Well,
20.
Yeah, you hit.
Nice.
So just double your damage. We'll do it that way.
Cool. I gotta remember.
What are you shooting at?
I'm assuming I went for like one of the first hobgoblins.
You gonna shoot the one that already got set on fire, or are you gonna shoot a different one
I'm gonna shoot at the one next to it.
next to it? Okay.
Oh, we're not
Oh.
doing icy hot this time?
No, it's
It will
still
be because it still explodes.
I know.
icy hot.
So
'Cause
Might
all
kill
her,
both of
her
them.
all her ice stuff last time wasn't. They kept saving against it, so I just
I
burnt
was
them
mostly
every time. I'm
doing
like,
cantrips too. So
I know. Like I
I
said,
could have done
So cool.
Hall of Arrows and made
So did it
even
second
dexterity
level.
saving throws.
the Hall of Arrows.
Hail of
The
Hail
Hall
of Thorns.
of
Hail of Thorns. I'm sorry.
Cool. It took 20 damage.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yep. Where its head was is like a spike of ice now.
And then anything within 5 feet of it must do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Which is probably what? 3 of them? Possibly?
What does it need?
13?
Fail.
Cool. 'Cause I don't have this one in there.
The one that got set on fire is also.
That took 7 damage.
Yep,
Cold
got that
damage.
one too. Yep.
Yeah, that one really got the ice.
Yeah, the
damage.
ice. It like after you exploded its head with an ice spike, then it tipped into the other one and ice stabbed the other one.
Icy hot.
Worked out great.
3
Ice going
hobgoblins
you.
down.
Very bad for the hobgoblins.
3 hobgoblins
Habagabbles.
down. 3 more to go. I can't English. I'm sorry.
Jellabel just
All
laughed.
right, who's next?
Super proud.
Dad, me.
Dat you.
Oh my
Dad, me.
And does my bless? Did I have time to make it bless before we all scattered to our?
That's. I mean.
Or did you want to hit it now since we're now in combat?
Blessable.
It's your turn. I was kind of doing it for combat before we got engaged. So
So on the first round of running,
yeah,
like before he saw us, in that first.
is that all right
60
to
feet.
use the bless then?
Sure.
Alright. So go forward with my blessing.
Okay, so current 100 feet away.
Yeah, that's where you start from.
Okay,
Yep.
on a horse.
Yep. So you get to 40 feet away. That's the horse's movement.
Okay. Do I also get to
Does she
use my
catapult
own
herself
movement?
off of that
I
horse?
mean, it's the
using
same
her
amount
staff?
of time in the round, right? Like
Alright.
the
Just
horse's
curious.
movement takes the amount of time in the round of combat that your movement would take.
Dismount.
What?
You could dismount at that point.
And do what? From
Defend
40
the
feet
horse.
away.
Throw a dart.
Dash. I don't know.
That's
Dart,
what I'm
or
trying.
you can
No, that's
use-
what I'm trying to ask is, can I also use my own movement?
You can
In the
use your
same
movement
rounds.
as your action.
Okay. So that was what I was trying to get at.
Yep.
I'm 40 feet away.
You can just stand there and wait for us to catch up to you.
Have that staff ready.
I'm going to stay on my
Oh my god. Okay.
horse
I can't
for
read
now
from there.
since I'm still 40 feet away.
Someone I know from another from a gaming group.
And
Oh.
I'm going to attempt to
He's
throw a
attacking
dart.
you.
Throwing a dart.
They're on the dart.
The dart.
Dirty.
He's saying I'm thinking hard.
You're hardly thinking.
I'm actually not really thinking a lot right now.
What's happening? We get some crazy action in the chat or what?
Oh no,
Not-
someone I
not
knew
this
from
time.
from a different group.
Okay.
19. Does
Yeah,
that hit?
that hits.
Great.
Oh, well, I assume
I
you're
saw the
attacking a
deal.
hobgoblin.
Yes.
Yeah.
You gotta keep
Okay.
the human alive.
Okay.
Keep that human alive.
Knock him unconscious.
It's a nervous habit, man.
Try
I do
again.
this a lot.
It stuck to
Not
my
a nervous
hand.
habit.
Okay.
It's just
That was
Wait,
just-
you
playing
combing
with
your
my
beard?
beard. Yeah, he's like, you're playing with your beard. Get it?
Do I
It's
add
long.
anything
It's not
to
that
this
long.
if it's a dart? I think it's just the D4. So
Well, it's a ranged weapon,
So D4 plus your dex.
so it's your
Yeah.
dex
Dex.
bonus.
7
You could
damage.
just start swishing
Good
your hair.
lord.
We're just annihilating
Like,
these
oh,
hobgoblins
yeah.
almost, aren't we?
Yeah. Got him right in the
Plus
knee.
5 from
I mean, that's your
Dog.
favorite spot to hit
I just don't
enemies,
know.
right? Is
It
the knee.
is.
It's
Yeah.
the kneecap.
Took an arrow. Not an arrow.
They killed the dog.
All right.
They
Who
have
is
every-
anything
They
else
took
you
the
want to do?
I can't really flurry of blows from here. So
No, you cannot. Okay. Who is next?
Kogan.
Kogan.
All right.
Go
Get
on.
Get
So
up,
right up to
Musa.
60 feet. Ready a javelin, and at the end of the 60 feet, launch a javelin.
You throwing at the one that got darted or a different one?
Yeah. Let's see if I can finish it off.
Okay.
Finish him. Sorry, what?
Actually, I'm gonna use this side.
Guys have been rolling like heroes.
Fatality.
You dropped it on the table.
Counts as a roll, right? This is what my dex.
Actually, I think you get to add your strength
Strength.
because it's a thrown weapon.
It's gonna be. I'm proficient proficient, so that's going to be 16 total.
Does not hit.
Does not hit the hobgoblin.
Does not. They have armor and shields.
I'll dismount and ready my warhammer.
Sure.
Yeah.
Who's next? The bads?
Oh, okay. Thank God I didn't roll that
So-
for you.
I'm trying to like get my horse to
That's
go.
That's the thing to do.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
So the hobgoblins see 3 of them get cut down and another one get kneecapped on the way, and they just
Army life ain't for
and
me.
they decide to get out of there.
Retreat.
They're like, screw the dragon army.
running.
These
They're
guys
We
are.
gotta
I was like, wait a minute. It's like, there's blood in the water.
This is
I think that
specifically why I
one's still
stayed
gonna
on the
come
horse.
after us.
The dragon army soldier gets caught up in trying to yell at them to stop running, and even tries to like grab at one that's going by him, and is like, "What are you doing? You know, you cowards! You'll never, you'll." Oh, you know, and,
He just saw 3 of his pals get annihilated.
and so he very
One
foolishly gets startled by that, and by the time he gets done with his tirade and his attempts to stop them, he doesn't. They're getting away, and he's standing there now, and he turns back around and sees the group, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
And Blanche finally comes in.
Okay,
Meanwhile.
it's now Blanche.
So, I have a question.
Here I thought. Here I thought I rolled.
We had to build it up.
I have a question. Can my horse take the dash action?
Yes.
That's a great question. I don't know enough
Are you
about
trying to-
horses.
Oh my god.
Are you trying to goring rush them on a horse?
I don't think that would work. I think I like.
That would be fun if
It
it
doesn't
did.
feel right.
Oh, no. You try
I
to
think
take
it
the
sounds
horse.
Tell you about
amazing.
your ranger.
You just
This is
like
different
you're like-
than the
down
like
ranger in my
you're like
character.
just like
I'm a
almost
sorcerer.
yeah,
I
like
can't
like a trick
proficiently
rider.
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
anything about
That's a
it.
total
Wait,
thing.
how horses
I don't
even
think
carry?
Blanche has done a lot of
I
horseback
have
riding.
proficiency.
I mean, maybe she's almost
We're
falling
gonna
off
say
and
that
just
you guys
hops.
don't
The
have
one in the
war
red.
horses because you didn't really need war horses. We're gonna say that
Except
you're
maybe
riding
for
horses.
Blanche, because
380
does a regular riding
no
horse
scope.
carry a minotaur?
A 360 no scope
Okay.
for me.
Man, those are super ponies.
I mean,
We'll see
and
what
you
it
can
is.
you can
It's
find
It's
you
like
can
if my
find
level
like
4
a good
ranger
size
can do it,
riding.
You
can
could
too.
dash
Of course
off
we
the
can because we're
horse
level 4
at the
as
end
well.
of its 60
Yeah.
foot
I
of movement.
could.
Oh boy.
As you,
Do I
But
need
that's
to
still
do like
doesn't
a
get
3
you
holes?
I don't know. Like I'm looking at
Rolling at
Horse.
that.
Okay,
sounds
Still
good.
wouldn't get you in
No.
range.
Let's ignore that then.
I mean, any
I mean,
mount
I can
should
still
be
make a
able to-
ruling.
It's like
Any mount
you've got the
should be able
DM's
to-
attention. Now is the time to.
Yeah,
try.
if you
Go for it.
really push that horse
That
can
poor
dash.
horse is gonna like
he was reluctant,
fall
but now
over
he's in it.
exhausted.
He's like, okay, you're cool.
Okay,
Let's
here's my theory. I would
You're gonna use a horse
use
to
my
go around.
action to make the horse take the dash action.
Okay.
Ride all the way up to said dragon army fella, and then I invoke the monstrous shape of the minotaurs before me and grow to large size so that my feet are on the
horse.
ground on either side of the horse.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And
I
I'm
was
just
about to say,
standing
you're gonna
over
kill
it,
the horse.
ready to attack him on
Oh
the
my god, you're gonna. He's
Okay.
gonna piss his pants. That's what he's gonna do.
That's hilarious.
Very good. We're back to the top.
Okay.
And you
Yeah.
want to rock and roll.
We don't want to kill him.
We need to beat him up a little bit, though.
We need to beat him
Bring
up.
up close enough.
I'm gonna-
I'll just hit him with
I don't know if you've met Adrian Moonwhisper, but she doesn't beat anyone up.
No, I annihilate them. That's why I'm like.
You can make it a
eh.
non-lethal shot? Is that?
Can I hit him in the kneecap?
That is.
I mean, it's like
I don't know.
I got
You can
I'm
try.
Hey now.
and Achilles.
Hey, I
Or
stabbed someone in the leg
yeah,
and killed
go,
them.
I'll go
Okay,
for
there's a way.
somewhere where I can at least cripple him to a point.
So you want to try to kneecap him. You want to basically call your shot. Let's say that you roll it, but with disadvantage because you're trying to be very particular.
Okay, so I'll roll
No running, boy.
2 and take the lowest.
That one.
Yeah, 8, 9, 15, 16.
Does not hit.
Yeah.
There's a gigantic minotaur there. Well,
Way
a
to go,
large
Blanche.
minotaur there.
Ah, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Arrow plinks off the Minotaur's like, well, what the?
Okay.
Man, they got bugs around here.
Anything
forgot
else you would
about
like to
Blanche
do?
being big. No.
Okay. Jeff.
Someone's got to protect the sorcerer.
Okay, they're 100 feet
crap,
away.
Well, they ran now.
I didn't move.
Well, you have 3 hobgoblins that are running away full bore, and you have one dragon army soldier that's got a huge minotaur standing over him, and
We
he's
want to kill the hobgoblins. That's okay.
Fine.
We
I'll
scared them.
go 60 feet towards the hobgoblins from the horse, and I'll shoot a firebolt at one of the hobgoblins.
which one? The one that's already been hit?
Yeah. I'll go
Okay.
with that.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just start
He's
flanking
kind
them
of
off.
stuck there in the middle, isn't he? Forgot
That
about him.
is a 22 to hit.
What hits?
Oh, boy.
5 points of fire damage.
Okay, yeah. That one got darted, and now it got scorched, and it couldn't take it anymore, and it's down.
No more, please.
2 of them still running away. Anything else?
As I look at them running away, and I turn, and how close? Let me see. When I move 60 feet,
So you'd be 40 feet away.
40 feet away from the other guy.
Soldier guy.
I might be able to do something.
He's using all of his
Well, you're
brain
probably
power
less
to
than
think
40
right now.
feet. Like, he moved some of the way and then realized that his bros were running. So he's probably like 30 feet away.
That's perfect. I'm going to use 2 sorcery points for me to cast my free spell of blindness deafness on that man. And I'm going to make him blind.
The Dragon Army
Dragon Army
soldier?
do, yeah.
Does he get to save, or is he
He
just
does. He
blind?
gets a Constitution saving throw, and he's got to beat a 15.
He got 15.
You know what? Fine.
What a butthole.
A butthole. That's my turn.
Can't hit him with a freaking bow. No, I am not.
Jezebel?
Me?
Tell us what you want to do, Jezebel.
How far away is he from me? 'Cause I
Did
I
you
was gonna
move?
Well, I got concentrated on the one I blew the head off of.
But you didn't move closer during that round, did you? So you
Just
were
a
100
lot.
feet away the whole time.
No, I
No,
got
the
50
horse.
feet.
Yeah, she
Oh.
used the
50
horse
No,
and moved
because I
up.
kept trying to
Yeah,
make
so you're probably like 40 feet away now.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna look at him, and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw. It's got to be a 13.
He got a 16.
And then he just
Look
gets a
at
little
us.
damp.
We're just.
He's wet. He's moist.
Little damp. He's not cold. He's just like, this is
me.
gross because the ice didn't form.
I cast
Single ice cube down the
fireball.
back of his neck.
Like, oh, gross.
Burn him.
And I was just, son of a.
All right. Anything else?
You step on my luck. That was it.
Okay. I think Ellie, right?
I did so
Yep,
good.
Ellie.
You guys got him? Or
I got him.
I probably would have
Fish in a
got him
barrel.
if Blanche wasn't in the way. I'm
so
sorry.
how far away am I from the other 2 goblins
I
that are
swear I
running
was
away
aiming
if I
for his
was
kneecaps. Got Blanche's.
ran up to
Blanche.
on the horse?
I got
was up
Blanche's
to 40
calf.
feet away from them to begin with.
They're probably like 65, 70 feet away now.
Are you hiding it from?
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Make sure the
run,
noise
horse run 60 feet
Oh.
Yeah.
and catch them by
Yeah.
leaping off the horse
Sure.
Oh.
to the other
Yeah.
5 feet.
100%.
Yeah, let's go!
Chat is
I
asking
am
you to do
chasing down those
360 moves
hobgoblins.
with your
Okay.
Oh,
On the
boy.
horse, 60
Yeah,
feet.
I know. I think
And I
we-
will
We get some
leave
big
off
hobgoblins escaping.
over the front of
I
the
guess.
horse,
I guess.
And,
I was gonna
uh,
let the hobgoblins
I
go
will
because we scared the shit out of them.
whack
but
one of them over the
okay.
top of the head with the staff.
Okay.
Fuck those
next
guys.
time. Next.
Am I blessed now?
You are blessed.
You are blessed.
Blessed
You're
with your
blessed last time,
vengeance.
weren't you?
I think I was,
You
but
are
I.
blessed.
Chaotic
Bruno.
Jake.
And the Neverland Pirates.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a That's a.
God, I'm like a puppy. I just get excited when I see people.
You're like your
24
little
to hit.
How many
corgi.
that
You
hits?
don't get so excited.
He
you
was
piss yourself.
awesome.
You did a lot of
He did so
math.
much judgment. Actually, to be more accurate was my
Because I'm
basset.
realizing
Ah.
that I
My
need
basset, I
to
was
update
like,
some stuff
everybody's
on my
awesome.
sheet.
Meanwhile, my
Anyway,
corgi Sam was.
24
He's like,
to hit. Okay.
just all the judgment. All the
Scared
judgment.
off hobgoblins, and then we
He
just
was
have a
very
dragon
friendly.
army soldier that's like,
But he greeted you with a side eye.
I'm badass. Yeah.
They took out half of them before I could even hit them.
9 damage.
Yeah,
It didn't. I mean, you heard it pretty bad. It didn't like that at all.
Whenever anybody
Great.
does work for me, that's what
I would like to. Am I going to use my flurry?
Yeah. Corgi and side eye.
I mean,
Meet
we'll
people.
see. We'll see if I can hit those
You met Sam,
hobgoblins,
didn't
but they'll probably get away before we hit them.
This is what Ellie just did. Rode the horse,
Fuck yeah.
did this crazy trick, stood
Parkour.
up on the horse, launched herself off. Huzzah! Hits this hobgoblin that was trying to run away, and now she's like, "Oh, I can do some more, should I?"
Yes! yes!
All right. Well,
She's like beat.
Okay,
She's really
we'll do
beat
flurry
right
blows.
there.
Oh,
or it's the
This is
light.
not the moment for restraint.
No!
Makes perfect sense.
Go for it.
we're taking the other guy alive, right?
I mean, we got the
Remember
We
what
got
I did
the
to the
one-
dog?
The
right.
dragon army dude,
Great.
at least.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, but
all right. Great.
how do we know if it was the hobgoblins or the dragon army dude that killed the dog?
just need one of them, right? And you know what? Vengeance for the doggo. He could have been somebody's good boy.
He probably was. He was
these
probably
guys.
the owner,
21
farm
on the
owner.
first
It's
It was the farm owners.
They didn't use all the
See,
parts.
now I can't
no.
do that trick because Ellie
Because
just
that's
took
what
out
you
the
care
hobgoblins.
What?
were you hitting the same one, I assume?
Just throwing
Is
that
it
out
that
there,
you
like,
just
it's
hit?
like, they didn't use all the
I
parts.
guess
so
it
you have
matters
right
if I kill him or not on
Be like,
the hit, but
I was gonna kill
So
him.
your flurry of blows attack was
Burnt
on the
down
same
hard.
one that you already hit, right?
Right.
Yeah, he gone.
do I
He's
even need
dead.
to roll the damage?
Is he
No.
squishy?
Well, you already did. You said 11.
No. I'm sorry. I get 2 hits from flurry of blows, so I was rolling both of them to see whether or not they hit or not.
So,
I guess-
so the second attack was an 11.
Right.
That one did not hit.
Right. So I only.
Yes, you kill the other one. Can you do 1 damage?
No.
Can you?
No. My question is 1 damage a possible number that you could get?
Yes.
Oh, well, then roll it, I guess.
What do you mean?
What is the least
What's
amount
your
of
minimum
damage that
damage
you
you can
do?
do?
Oh.
He's 1 hit point.
Hang on.
He has 2
He's trying to give you a
HP.
hit.
Okay, I better roll.
That's why I was saying, can you roll?
You don't have a bonus to this damage?
No, it's an unarmed strike.
You have a bonus.
There is a
Yeah.
bonus.
No, you had your dex. You're a monk.
You're Dex,
Yeah.
you're a monk.
Your dex or strength,
My
whichever one's
unarmed
higher.
Strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get
Okay, well then the minimum I can hit for is 16.
Yeah, it's dead. Way dead. Just total super dead. Got him.
Okay.
Wait, are all the hobgoblins
The other
now
one
dead?
doesn't.
No, there's one
there's
still
still
running
one.
away.
There's
Oh,
another
boy.
one that.
leave it to a ranged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
You've never, after Ellie, this little gnome, does this to the hobgoblin, you've never in your life heard a hobgoblin make the noise that one make, the living one. The living one's running, and it's just like, yay, yay!
And you said you didn't do bonuses.
Teal demon, teal demon!
The best sound.
It's the wee demon that runs!
Ellie's
Kogan.
just channeling
I assume you're
her
dead.
inner Martha.
yeah, I
That's why
can't do
I'm just
Kogan
saying.
is up.
I'm still 40 feet away from this guy, aren't I?
Hail the
From
rage
the other
queen.
thing that you were.
From the Dragon Knight.
You know, if you
force your
had
way
the
in there if you
stats
want.
for it, I'd
My
say
queen.
you should
I
multi-class
mean,
into a
he could just go
barbarian.
through
If you had the
Blanche's
stats,
legs.
I would like
We
go
talked
for
about
it.
I have to use the horse to get close enough to strike this guy.
You have to use
So
the horse.
I can't move fast enough on my feet.
He's 20. He only has
That's what
25
I'll
feet of
do.
movement.
Next time I'll carry you.
I'll use the horse to get close
The
enough.
gnome carry a freaking
And whack the soldier
paladin
with the
plated
Alright,
armor.
you
God, that'd be
hammer the soldier.
terrifying.
Clank, clank, clank. Here we
Just
go.
like piggyback is like fucking speeding around and also whoa. It's like Jesus, it'd be like a small bus.
I don't
I think
know.
you should re-roll
I think
that.
you should
knocked it with
re-roll
your
that.
phone.
Yeah.
I don't know
You
what I
sure
rolled.
did.
We heard a hobgoblin have a panic attack.
It's
Better.
doesn't make a difference.
No, it didn't make a difference.
That's gonna be a 13.
You're
to
blessed.
hit.
That is
Oh
not
yeah, I
it.
blessed myself. That's right.
Let's Lord.
Would +4 be enough to make
Praise
it?
be your
Okay,
Jesus.
let's find out. That's a 3. So
That's
that's
not enough.
Ah,
not
just
enough.
It's not enough.
Is it like?
You got a 16 with your added, right?
So it's 13 plus 16 total.
So
AC
wait,
is 17.
are you proficient with your hammer though?
That is after proficiency.
Just making sure.
It's just because I get +7 to attack. It feels really
How do you get +7?
because my dex is +5 and I'm proficient
She
with
put
my.
all her.
Oh, okay, yeah, my dex is like a +4 right now.
My charisma's a 5.
Okay. Anything else from Kogan?
No, I think other than dismounting and maybe getting between the horse and this dude, I think that'll be it.
Okay.
All right.
So the other hobgoblin is probably running the fastest that he's ever run in his entire hobgoblin life. He's going. He's full going now. Like he was just running away, and now he's running away.
He doubled his speed.
Yeah, he's going.
But I can.
He's gonna have level 1 exhaustion by the time he's done.
The Dragon
Maybe two.
Army soldier, like,
Has he pooping himself yet? Is he wearing his brown pants?
so the Dragon Army soldier is like holding
No,
the weapon
not that
and is kind of looking at the two of you and looking at everyone else and just drops his sword on the ground.
You think that's going to save you?
All right, tie him up.
Supposed to take him alive.
I know.
Blanche.
Blanche.
No, Blanche, put him in your sack.
Yeah.
I brought it back. I used it to help her pack.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dang it. Yeah, we used the sack last time for what's her name stuff. Despincal? I don't know. The visor.
Get him.
Get him.
I grab this fella by both shoulders and just pin him down. Is he
He's
going
not.
to
He's
resist?
not fighting back.
He's
Alright.
not fighting back. He's
strip
like,
his
oh
armor.
shit. Strip him naked.
Well, we don't need to strip him naked. Just not. let
Well,
him have
what can
armor.
you do in this? So I mean, I'm gonna let people decide if they're gonna pursue this other hobgoblin. Is that anybody's intention, or are we letting him go? So we still have to
Finish
go through our rounds.
Take him out.
So do whatever you can do during your round.
You
He's
get to
not
go
fighting
first,
back. You can
technically.
use an unarmed whatever to get him on the ground. You have
I'll
anything
start
else?
wrapping
Are we
him up
gonna
with a
try
rope.
to like damage him at all?
No.
All right. So
Maybe we'll break his legs after this, so he can't run.
Adrian.
Not entirely
Oh,
sure.
So
boy.
mellow. It's like,
I guess because everyone's wanting me to do
You
this
don't have a horse.
360.
Legs.
I mean,
No, just shoot him. Just
Oh
shoot
yeah,
him.
okay, just
Don't
hit
go.
him.
Don't go.
Just
past
end
him.
him.
And him.
Just end this.
I think he has the hunter.
I mean, it's
Anyway.
okay if you don't take him down. I can catch him, but
Don't worry, I'll shoot him.
Watch, I'll actually hit him this
it's
time.
fine.
We don't want word getting back. No survivors. No witnesses.
Hey, goblins are your favorite enemy, right?
Doesn't
Goblins are my favorite enemy.
the hunter's mark give you an addition to?
Yeah, it's to attack. Attack. It's
More
damage.
Anyways, pretty sure you might have hit.
So that's a no.
Oh,
No, hold on. I'm not done counting.
yeah.
Okay, so 17 to hit.
That does not hit.
What? On the hobgoblin?
They
On
have
the
AC
hobgoblin?
18.
You said the.
The Dragon Army soldier has AC 17. The hobgoblins have AC 18.
Wow, and they're the
Get some
ones
fancy
running
armor.
away.
Yeah, I wasn't really. I was
should
like, whatever. He's
take
gonna
off their
run away
armor.
type thing.
Okay, well, you're next. So
If I rolled just a little
Might fit me
higher,
when
I would have
shrink
probably
back
got
down,
him.
But I'll have to.
Come here, firebolts.
Bad dice.
That is a 20 to hit.
It's
yeah.
well, what, I mean, there you have what I don't know what the range on fair.
120 feet.
Oh,
I'll move my.
yeah, you would
horse.
have to because this thing booked it
dashed.
to get out of
Good
here.
thing you're on a horse.
Yep. For
4 damage.
no, for 1 point fire damage.
1 damage. Okay.
What?
He got one hit.
Negative 3.
1. I rolled a 1. I was going to say 4. How many damage? And everyone just thought it was 4. I'm like, no.
You should have
So
just
you
let us.
cinched off his
You
eyebrow.
should have just let us.
You have to
Okay.
hit me for the last time.
So the hobgoblin takes 1 damage. It's running pretty fast. The fire goes out right away.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it is. All right, Jezebel. Anything you want to do?
Yeah. Let's see.
You have to.
Well, yeah. So, going to move.
You're gonna do a little bit of a horse chase, and
Oh,
then okay.
Riding my pony. Does that have, what was it, 60? 60 feet of range? I just need to get within 60 feet. So if I can get, I can't remember how far away that one was.
I mean, you on the horse, you can move as far as it moved in its dash,
Okay.
so you can still be within range.
Okay. That's what's important. So gonna try
So
again
you'll be
with.
standing next to me.
Yeah. Riding up, opening my flask again, forming ice in the hand, and probably not, because that would be 4.
Like it's
It's
starting
like
to
14.
zigzag a little bit because it's getting shot at.
So, yep, I would have missed with like
Explodes, right?
I shouldn't use your scalp.
Does it?
hit or miss. Yeah, it still explodes. I just don't get the other damage, but yeah. So goes a little wide because I got a 14,
Okay.
but it still needs to make a dexterity saving throw higher than 13.
Got a 15.
Well, it sees a lot of sparks.
Take half damage.
Okay.
Doesn't say if it takes half. It
Oh,
just
but
your
never
name.
Anything else?
So it gets like a sparkly.
Ellie.
How far away is it?
I mean, it moved 60 feet.
It's moving.
That's its movement plus its dash.
What does it take for me to get back on the horse?
Like half your movement.
Okay.
Right?
So here's my question.
I guess it's one of two things. You can either have it be your action or you can have it be half your movement.
So if it's half my movement and then I start riding the horse,
The horse would get half of its movement.
which is 5 feet less than me just fucking running. So I'm just gonna run.
Okay?
And I'm going to bonus action step of the wind.
One of my class features.
Oh no!
It's because everyone
This
else
is
needs to
so
know
terrible.
Flurry of blows.
I have to use my
Kill in one hit.
resources.
Yeah,
It's
let me just
because
get on
everyone
that.
wants
Well,
me to
Jet
no
did
scope
1
and try
damage.
it. That's why I screwed up.
Sheesh.
Oh,
Okay.
do it, Dart.
I mean, we were
That
doing
is
John
less
Cena
than-
earlier. We could do some Rey Mysterio, do a little Hurricane Rana, get it around the neck.
Use the staff to fling yourself
Did you like the
forward.
name of that move, the Hurricane Rana?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
the keeper of the books.
All right.
What is the book's eye?
Look,
I'm
Jen, the
going
keeper
to.
of the book.
So I have step in the wind, so that's my bonus action to dash.
Sure.
So
I
I
had to say it when he
Total
put something in his
of
Well
a
timed.
bunch of movement.
yes.
But I'm just gonna get there.
Sure.
Do you need privacy for that?
And then you're gonna hit it with your staff.
Yeah.
books
Can
in
you scoot your
public.
elbow, please?
Good to know.
Oh,
Ooh, she needs,
Hi.
Roll
Here,
left
I got
handed.
extra room
Oh,
this time. I'm
jeez.
at the end.
she needs all the
got some
wind
wild
up
rolls
energy.
coming up. She needs all the room she can get.
No. I was just hitting you, so I just didn't want to smack my arm in there. Natural 20.
See, it
Double your
worked.
damage.
It worked.
I think
Double,
big
double your
wind up.
damage.
For a total of
Oh boy.
It's
just in
fine.
case.
It's not a just in case.
28
It's fine. You
to
hit him.
hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You hit him with your bow staff.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, he.
Woo. Okay. We'll do this one. I'm keeping it. It's an 8.
Okay, well, it's just way mega super ultimate dead.
Ultimate dead.
She just annihilated him.
Nope, it's dead.
But it's
It's over.
but it's 22 points of damage.
Yeah, you tell me what it looks like when you hit your bow staff on this running away hobgoblin and do
23.
22
I was
points.
really gonna
You did
let the
you did
hobgoblin go.
you did
I
more
mean,
than
he
twice
scared the
its
shit
total
out of me.
HP. So with a bow staff, a little gnome. So what does it look like?
I
What did
just
you do?
imagine you.
Did you like poke it with the butt end of
And
the
it's-
thing and its head just popped?
like a zit? Like it's screaming and it just pops.
I
It's
was
just silent.
It's
thinking-
a
Oh, it's creepy.
hobgoblin, so I'm
It's a
like
short
knee
cut
height,
off
right?
screen.
Like,
You cut it in half with a stick.
yeah, there we go.
Decapitated
Like,
it
how
with
does
a
that work?
quarter staff.
I don't know. I'm a ninja. Deal with it. It's fine.
Sure, decapitation with the bow staff. Just
And thus the game of
crack
golf
the
was
neck
created.
off
All right.
with how forceful.
Who knew it started with hobgoblin heads?
Okay.
And
Well, we've
force gnome
defeated all of
with
the
rage.
hobgoblins. None of them are left. We have a bound dragon army soldier.
And a huge flange.
Blanche can go back to normal size whenever Blanche wants.
We'll tie the.
Well, she was huge at the time still.
I know.
That was the thing of you. I'm keeping
That was
it.
terrifying.
I'm kind of glad you moved over, didn't you?
I guess someone finished for it.
Thanks, sweetie. You can take the books back now. I just needed it to make
No
sure
longer
what's.
the keeper of the books.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, you can keep them.
what do we want to do?
Make sure this guy isn't wearing any armor and tie him up.
So you're taking his armor off of him?
And
he's
any
probably
weapons.
gonna be naked.
Sure.
You're
take
gonna
his
have
armor off.
underclothes under the armor. You wouldn't just
Grab my
wear.
horse.
No,
Grab.
Say something awful.
I don't know
Yes.
this dragon army person.
You're not
I
gonna
don't
knows?
know. Less things get
armor
clean.
chafing, yeah. Do we want to like salvage the armor from the other hobgoblins? I mean,
I'm
I
gonna
would
look.
like
I'm
to-
gonna look for their money.
Yeah, I would like to.
So we're searching all
The-
of
all the dead ones.
oh yeah.
I would
You
like
can
Can
to.
we
find
get the
one
guy on
between-
the horse?
Between the
One of the horses.
what's that?
Yeah.
We'll
Get
tie him,
the
like,
bound
across
up.
the saddle of a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can ride behind me.
So his
No,
hands
no, I
and
can
feet are
ride-
tied together like
yeah,
under
that's
the
fine.
horse.
Okay.
I'm small. He can ride behind.
Yeah. We'll get him on the horse.
So, I mean, as you go through, you can find 5 suits of black chainmail. Only, and one of them is from the Dragon Army soldier and has the symbol of Takesis on it. The other ones are similar make, but they don't have the symbol yet.
Split up the chainmail. Everybody can sell. whatever they
I was
feel.
gonna say we could just sell the whole group and then split the money after that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so who wants to carry all this armor?
And
I am
then
not
I
a
mean,
strong
we have
I'll-
extra.
And then just between all of them, like most of this is on the Dragon Army soldier, but there's 200 steel pieces.
Whoa!
That's 200
Okay.
divided by
200 divided by 6 would be.
I got. Hold on.
Like 180 of it is on the Dragon Army soldier. Almost all of it is on the
It's
Dragon
like
Army soldier.
33 each.
Is it?
It's 33.30.
Close enough.
So 33 gold pieces or silver
Steel.
steel pieces and
For
Ooh,
each
I got
person.
money.
3
33
silver.
gold and 3 silver.
Okay.
Just
I'll
'cause
let you.
that's how it's
Sure.
on my sheet. I'm not remembering right now.
So
What's the 33?
We're getting 33 steel pieces.
3
and
iron.
3 iron.
And technically 3 copper.
And
This is the most
technically
steel pieces
3
Jed has ever owned.
What is it?
Copper,
Bronze.
Pebbles.
Yeah. So
Bronze.
3 bronze.
pebbles.
10
Huh?
of those.
It doesn't say that in the book, but I'm doing it for the flavor reasons because that's their currency.
I have to do math.
So instead of gold, silver, copper, it's steel, iron, bronze. I kind of think they use platinum. I don't remember, but
I mean, you didn't tell us what the name for platinum is, but it can just be.
we're not even gonna worry about it.
We'll
Jealous of my
never
little
see
book.
it.
Ha!
He's like magic.
All right.
Oh,
So I've marked down 5 black chainmail. in my inventory, just so we're keeping track of it. We split up the money. Any?
I'd like to look in the shed and some of the outlying buildings.
Okay.
Check
Not-
through the house.
Not
Ooh, let-
disrupting.
yeah, I'm
So
not saying
anybody
it's-
that is going to be looking through buildings or whatever can roll investigation.
I would like to.
Sure. We'll
Find
go
any
through the
interesting
house.
documents on the Dragon Soldier. Any interesting intel.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Intelligence.
Ah!
I
You
got
know what
a-
you're doing. Oh my god.
I got a 20, but it's not.
Jasper will be so
Natural.
proud.
16.
What's your total?
24.
Alright.
Nice.
I don't
I'm
really
just
have a
kinda
high
looking through the
intelligence,
house.
but I'm proficient in it.
Woo!
And I rolled a net 20.
You're still smart. Look
I
at you.
investigative. I like knowing things.
Well, you know,
just
he did.
creepy.
You know what? He did investigate the last time, and that's how we found the camp.
So, yeah. I mean, if you look through, so who's looking where?
Inside of the house.
In the shed.
They're looking.
I was
I
in the
was
house.
looking inside the house first.
So 2 in the house, 1 in the shed.
I'd be trailing
You don't
after
need
you,
another
but-
one in the shed. The shed is little.
I'm just checking the guy for any.
Look, I was just looking around and
The
see
guy?
if pretty
The
much
soldier?
anything
else on the
was
soldier
touched or anything, you know.
documents,
Did you
At least
roll?
if the people
You
who
don't need to
survived or
intel. I
lived.
don't need to roll.
Yeah, I
Can
just
come
come back
back
and you're like, where you going?
Okay.
What you doing?
Okay, so the house. Who was in the house? What'd you get?
24.
16.
I got a 20.
This man got a nat 20.
I'm just stalking.
Okay.
He's
Yeah,
she's
I
not-
mean, this is
Not really looking
this
just
is
like what
1
we did.
million
Okay.
% a home that farmers lived in. I mean, you can kind of see the setup, and then you can also see the evidence of these soldier hobgoblins kind of taking it over. You know, like they've clearly not been careful with anything in the house. Yeah. What you find are a small amount of valuables that almost certainly don't belong to the Dragon Army soldiers. They belong to the people who live here. So,
Do we? I know we were told that they came and told them that they were taken, but we were never told who the people were, did we? That were living here, that were.
farmers.
They were farmers.
Are they like refugee up at the?
They had to flee. Like they couldn't.
They own the land.
They
Well,
own
no, I
the
mean,
place. They own the
I
land.
just want to know where they're at. They're currently
They're,
at.
That's
back.
who reported that the soldiers were here.
Yep.
So
They
there's
So they're
ran.
back.
I am going.
Like you got a nat 20. None of them are still at the house. There's no one here except the ones that you just dealt with.
The question is, do we take their things to them that they left behind, or do we leave them here in hopes that they will be able to come back someday?
He's rolling.
All right, I was rolling something for my judgmental mind. All right, I guess I'll just leave it there.
Okay.
Are there any, like, pictures? Paintings?
That sounds suspicious.
Ritzy. These are fancy farmers. There's-
No, I mean they have you. I mean like you find that they've got some food stores and things like that, but that has been at least broken into, you know.
So then,
fouled by the babies of darkness.
in that
Okay,
case,
I'm not.
I'm going to
Can
be.
we bury the dog?
Is the dog got like a club
We buried the dog at least.
of any kind, or
Does he have anything to prove he was loved?
No. Does not have a dog tag.
We give the dog a proper burial.
Yeah, can
Yeah,
we give the
I mean,
dog a
if he
proper
doesn't have
burial?
any sort of dog tags on him or a collar or anything like that, anything at all.
Farm
He's
dog.
a farm dog.
Okay, well, people still put collars on their farm dogs. Sorry.
Do they
Yes.
in rural Calaman?
Probably not. It's like the barn cats.
This one didn't.
Well,
Anything out in the shed?
we're gonna bury the dog.
Yep.
Yep, some tools.
I was just actually
that
asking
they
about
use
that.
on the farm. You find what looks like a dog collar out there.
Oh,
Oh my god.
That's it.
Chef's kiss, man. That
Are you mad
fire.
right now?
now, Mark. Do you think you're funny right now?
That wasn't actually Mark that did any of that.
Yeah,
That was
give
all.
us some shade credit.
He just,
You're like, whatever.
Maybe they didn't feel like their dog needed to wear a collar on the farm.
If there is a
when they
dog
went to the
collar,
city
I'll
with the
take
dog,
it.
yeah, that's
Give
when
it
they
to
wear the
Ellie,
collar.
'cause I know it was
Yeah.
My
down there
main
too.
concern here is why didn't you take the freaking dog with you when you ran away? But
The dog was probably out in the woods. Probably
Dog might have ran
peeing.
away while it was.
Yeah.
They might have killed the dog first.
these are all questions that we will have to answer at a later time.
The dragon. We can
Is
ask
there
the
a
soldier.
Protecting people.
I'll take it.
Why can I see Ellie get
Give it
really
to Ellie.
upset and demanding what the hell
This
happened
is just
to the
Lauren
dog?
being upset about the fact
Alright,
Should we report back? What happened?
Yeah. Got
Over?
the grab again.
I'll keep the soldier separate from
Are you handing this to
our
me?
gabs so they don't get to see its operation.
Blanche is not that mean.
Just in case.
Kind of wrap it up.
I don't think they
Usually.
need to know about
Put it
that.
in a-
So what do you want me to tell him?
Yeah, it's
in
like
the
it's
meantime of them doing that,
Captured
we
Dragon
will
Army soldier.
bury the dog.
All five
it's like
columns with him.
beveled leather,
Or neutral.
so it does have a name on there. Sheba.
Alright, Dragon Army soldier
Yeah, let 'em know.
captured.
We captured
One
the
guy
One side
soldier,
says
yeah.
Sheba, the other
and
side
that
says
we're returning
Rover.
with him.
All right. So
Left over from the last dog.
I will use the far gab
Aw, Sheba.
and be like, special unit calling in. Special unit calling
You can just call it Badger Masters.
in.
We
It's
need to tell
easier,
them.
one word.
Dragon soldier taken. Hobgoblins neutralized.
Roger.
On way back.
Great job, team. Look
Everybody-
forward to your report.
Everybody saddle up. Unless there's anything else you'd like to do.
Should we bring the dog collar with us, or should we just leave it in the house?
So, as you were searching the Dragon
may
Army
not come
soldier,
back,
Or Blanche?
the Dragon Army soldier carries a parchment. It's not. I mean, it's not a parchment. It's more like a note on parchment, and it just says, "The High Master requires soldiers, not thugs. Figure out which you have, then dispatch the ones not suited to the task. This is the Dragon Queen's will."
Just heard a weird noise.
Yeah.
And then I'm sorry,
Shit
did it say
happening.
where
A
to
little
meet,
loud,
or
so
just that dispatch the other ones, train some of them, dispatch?
I'm gonna-
God
I'm gonna
dang it!
say
I keep forgetting I
verbatim what
can
the
use
note says.
Breaker.
The High Master requires soldiers, not thugs. Figure
Son
out
of a
which you have,
biscuit
then
eater.
dispatch the ones not
I'm a
suited
horde
to the
breaker.
task. This
I
is
can
the
hit
Dragon
more than
Queen's
one.
will.
With my
Remember that
abilities.
the last time we bought it.
I know. I was like, son of a.
Not today.
Well, I mean, to be
Where-
honest, she also remembered it after the play
Yeah.
last time too.
Oh. So,
I got.
okay.
Yeah.
Rumpa.
Yeah, so we're not getting better with that, but hey, details. Goals.
All right, so with that, I think we'll head back.
So, I mean, the Dragon Army soldier is kind of protesting, like, you know, where are you taking me? What are you doing?
You'll find out when we get there.
This is why I wanted to know.
When we get there, we will get there.
Oh
when we
no,
get
there's
there.
a very easy thing about this.
We drag him by horseback.
He must have had a sock, right?
So,
Is that his boot?
so he's like, he's looking at some of you and he's saying, well, clearly some of you are in the military.
Bold statement. Oh, not wrong.
Well, in any case, let's bring him back. If you
Do
wish
you
to
have a
gauge-
sock? Yeah, I was gonna gag him.
Some socks.
We have
Here's
some
one of his.
chainmail.
All right, grab one of the socks,
Don't waste your
shove it in
mother's
his
knitting
mouth,
On this.
tie it shut.
Don't waste your mother's knitting on this fellow.
Blanche. Probably.
Okay.
Does
to
she
get your
di-
socks.
Well, aren't your parents like carpenters?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
what
yeah,
I
I
was-
would think your mom
There's
would be
crafts.
They're craftsmen.
I'm sure that there are sock
Crafty.
makers in town.
crafty.
Little knit, yeah. They mend their own clothes.
So you guys are trying to make your way back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they gagged him.
And I gagged the guy.
You gagged him.
Yep.
With
With
what?
his own
With a sock.
With his own sock.
With his own sock, and of course, use another sock to tie around his head to put it on there as a gag. Mouth gag. Right there.
He's a little noisy.
Well, now that you've done that to him, he's being much worse. Like he's really trying to get himself off the horse and get himself. I mean, he's like, if you leave him alone, he's like kind of kicking the horse and stuff, trying to get it to go.
I am watching him.
Well, I'm on the horse with him. Like, we're loading up the horse. He's behind me. I'm
Manhandling.
keep this up. I'll hit you over the head with this hammer. I can keep going until you stop, one way or another.
And then
Well,
he
you
can
don't know
lay
what
his
he's
hands
saying.
on
It's
ya.
everything he says is, but he keeps trying to talk, and he's like trying to address you, but you can't make out anything that he's saying.
Okay, what
Maybe
this
he
man
needs
has
some
to say.
water.
When we get back to the city, I think.
Well, let's get on the road now. We have no clue what else might be in the area. If we want to engage him and listen to what he says, we can do so once we're away from this place a little ways.
Okay. So you guys get like 5 minutes into, and you hear over the far gab, "What have you learned from the soldier?"
All right, let's
Bringing
engage
him
him.
in.
This is where I don't want to sit.
All right. Are we all right engaging him now? I think we're fine for it.
Yep.
Are we still riding our horse as well?
We can keep up a slow pace, but yeah, we'll engage him.
Yeah, here, like right
Well,
next
you seem
to
to
him.
have wanted to talk before. What have you to say?
Where are you taking me? What are you doing?
Well,
Those are
What are
questions,
you
not
doing?
for a
answers.
man who's been aiding in the terrorizing of the countryside, where do you think we're taking you?
I would not have asked the question if I knew. Tell me where.
You head to judgment.
Well, I've done the will of the queen.
So,
That's
Definitely
why the
with the Dragon
hobgoblins
Queen's
ran
army.
away, right?
done a good job, haven't you? 6 hobgoblins yet. Not much of a trained soldiery, is it?
We are adding to our numbers, and you succeeded in stopping one group. I don't know that.
One amongst others. Now, what do you hope to gain with this chaos? What do you personally benefit from this?
Oh,
Why do
I
you
got
aid
it.
the Dragon Queen?
That's not
Well,
there.
Dragon Queen. The servants of the Dragon Queen pay quite well, as you now know, having taken
Greedy bastards.
my money.
It's a fair bit. The other side pays as well. Plus, there's peace out there.
Peace doesn't pay.
It can if you know what you're doing.
Clearly,
What did you
he
do
does not
before
know.
this? There are other professions besides raiding
I lived by my
countryside.
sword.
Oh, you're
And I by my hammer. I still find ways to pay the bill.
mercenaries. Mercs.
Well, your other efforts must be at least partially successful if you're this confident.
Of course. Of course, we've been nearly unopposed, and I see no reason that shouldn't continue. There's no army that bears the might of the queen.
So you haven't heard what happened out west? All the armies there were defeated and held back.
Where were they defeated and held back?
Doesn't matter. We're here.
So are you trying to deceive him? If you are, roll your deception.
I mean,
not proficient in deception.
Can
but
I
do
can I
have high
assist
charisma.
by saying, I just like in Vogler, many places have been denied to your glorious army.
There's a reason we started moving out to the east. I get advantage on that?
Yeah.
You're helping me? Okay. All right. That's 14.
Well, where west of here did our army lose?
Tell
Well,
him about the commander who died.
we did kill the commander of the army that was tasked. For
What
Vogler.
commander?
Don't believe we heard her name in character.
That's true.
Big old ogre had a thing for fish. Know of her?
Oh, of course. Of course, the Viewmaster.
Very flammable, that
Few
one.
master.
Very flammable.
You are correct.
Had quite a bit of arrows in her too.
More fire.
That one fell.
Well, you've struck one small blow.
And to the south as well. Taking care of forces down there. And now we head east.
Well, you'll run into the High Master soon enough, and then all will be for naught.
Aye, his head will be decorating this pike.
It shows what you know. Her head will decorate no pike.
Damn it. Aye,
You want to decorate Blanche's horns?
internalized.
Then she'll find her place under Rierik's hammer. Your Dragon Queen is not the only one who has returned.
You are far too confident. She is not to be trifled with. You opposing her are fools to do so.
You do realize you are in a religious crusade, right?
I'm care nothing of religion. I care of coin that gets put in my pocket in this service.
And I've just made quite a bit of coin taking you out of service.
Yeah.
And a fair bit others ending the Dragon Queen's other...
Does anyone realize this is a religious crusade?
The High
has
Master
been here all the time.
the High Master will achieve
I
her
can agree
goals,
with
and
that.
I'll be freed again soon enough.
If you live that long.
Oh, you're threatening my life now. So who's on the moral high ground?
She's on
I believe you can
Well,
be tried fairly
At
for
the moment, it's
I
me.
was about to say, if
destruction
he's,
of property and all that.
Trust
We
me.
ain't going
honestly, if
around
he's
raiding
tried,
people's lives.
that's up to
defeating them.
everything.
Dog
else.
napping.
Dog napping and murdering.
Well, they just dog homicide. They even kidnap. They're just dead.
Jerk face McGee's.
Don't,
You
don't
just
go
about
preaching about
randomly
moral high
say
ground.
that.
You know you don't have it.
Well,
Jerk face McGee.
all the same.
What is
You'll
that
end up on
word?
the end of a draconian blade soon enough.
We did. Look where you're standing. Or, oh, you're not.
I believe that's the first time we've heard the name Draconian.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it just means dragon. I think it's just draconic. Well, I don't think the Dragon Queen is fully aware what has joined the battle against her. I think she might have overstepped her bound a fair bit.
Yeah, that's still. Sorry.
But I think
I've seen the power firsthand. Of
Oh, so you've met her.
course.
The Dragon Queen.
No, I've met the High Master.
So do you even know
What would you
if
go
the Dragon
around
Queen-
under her name for if you haven't even met her?
What are you talking about?
Well, he met Rorik's. Rorik's, whatever it is.
It's her day.
Sure he did.
Well, how do you think he got that thing?
let me
Dwarves
maybe
forge all kinds of things.
I mean, in his defense, he is kind of right.
Go on, smite him or something.
Go smite. Slope him.
Doubting her.
Alive
Well,
his opposite.
okay.
Your rage.
That's the hate.
Paladins.
When did
Well.
we become Star Wars? Oh, did we become Star Wars when I started saying
How many-
Roger?
How many does the Dragon Queen's
Roger.
army number to the east? And I will
Doubts your god.
channel my divine will and command him with one word: truth.
Show him your might.
His mighty
Eyes are
might.
glowing and
Well, yeah. The
So-
symbol
so why
flares
don't
with
you-
divine energy.
Why don't
I
you roll-
command him truth.
I do not
How
want
many?
Why don't
to
you
piss off
Why
the
don't you
two
roll
smallest people
an
here.
intimidation?
As he does
taking
this,
all the
Mark,
notes. Being like,
That's gonna be a 20.
Okay.
as he does this, I'm going to subtly cast Detect Thoughts so that way I'm hearing all of his surface thoughts, and if I decide to go deeper, then there is a save.
well, you being creepy.
Oh, I'm going to get all the information. You guys will get the
Does he get a
verbal.
save against this?
If I go deeper than just surface thoughts.
Only if he has no more than
Okay.
I thought about doing
He doesn't
detect
seem
thoughts,
like
but
a
I didn't
deep
prepare
level,
it for today.
deep level fellow.
So he sees you do this and is like
Give him a crazy act.
taken aback just a little bit, and
Of course, I suddenly can't.
he
So no
just
verbal or
says, "Look,
somatic,
you cannot hope to win. The Draconians are fanatical in their service of the Dragon Queen. They are fearless and powerful. I don't know what hope you could possibly have against their might."
Here, these people die faster.
I have a bow.
You do
Sorry.
not believe I'm as fanatical in the opposition? Do you not see the flame of Ryrix flaring to life in my very eyes?
So he seems
the
in
leader.
awe of it, but he says, you certainly are bearing some power. I will give you that, but to think that you wield some power greater than High Master,
I alone do not need to.
I won't lie to you. We all fear her. She is.
Fear alone that makes you serve her?
No, they
Fear
pay
and
me
coin?
well, but I would not dare to cross her. If I were to try and deceive her, she can see through my lies. She knows what's in your heart. Everyone. There's no. So like, the surface thoughts I suppose that you can gather are that he's being very sincere. That
He's
he's
terrified.
like.
I bet.
He's in awe to a degree of this dwarf, but he's equally in awe of his own commander, the High Master. And you catch the name in the thoughts, you catch the name Consaldi Fire Eyes.
How to spell that?
Kansaldi. Fire Eyes. He doesn't say that out loud. You gather that thought.
Well, surely you must have some idea of how well recruitment has been going for you guys out east. We know that there are also hobgoblins and such to the south.
We add new soldiers every day. Their number is great. Our numbers just become greater every day.
I'm going to probe deeper.
So,
What is the ultimate?
Wisdom saving throw and has to beat a 15.
The funny part is you said probe deeper.
failed.
All right.
So what does that mean?
That means I can now go into his subconscious and get all the information.
He wants all the good.
So what information are you trying to get?
So pretty much as much information about this person as we can, even though he seems like he's pretty much been telling us most of the stuff about this lady.
Maybe what the lady looks like.
but what the lady looks like, so I can get visual. Also, how many people are with that person? Yeah. Well, for that section of the army, anyway.
Like her bodyguards, I guess.
What is she capable of?
How many hit points does she got?
Vulnerabilities. Oh.
I don't think he might.
I don't think
think
he
he
would
knows
know
I
that
know.
something like that.
Nice
No,
try.
somebody help me. I'm like, my
Okay,
brain
so
is drawing a
we
blank.
said,
What is her
said
ultimate
what she
goal?
looks like,
Rough size of the army.
rough size
of
of
the
the
host.
army.
Rough
coming.
side? Okay, so that,
Just what's making up the army? What, like, are we looking at cavalry? What kind of siege weapons are we talking about?
okay.
Also, the bodyguards
Where are they
surrounding
marching
her if
from?
necessary.
Like, where did this host start from?
Okay, that's a nice one too.
It'd be nice to know where these guys are coming from, like the location of the High Master.
If they know, if he
If
knows
possible.
anything about the dragon, the lizard people,
Yeah,
to-
anything about the
lizards.
draconic
just seeing if he
looking
has any of
beings.
that in his thoughts.
So
and his
basically,
memories.
just give us all the lore that this guy could possibly have.
Well,
is
we have to
what
be
they're
specific
asking.
about what we're looking for. So those are the things we're looking
Let's
for.
ring him out
He's
like
writing
a
it
swan.
down.
And we'll, like, just tell us everything, and we'll tell you if we don't want to know.
If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning. If any, its emotional state, sometimes the use larger on yeah, never mind.
Trying to find.
Where's the Dragon Queen getting the funds to keep buying off these mercenaries?
Yeah,
Stealing it from people.
Yeah.
probably stealing for, probably
mean,
raiding, stealing.
There's only so much you can get with that before you take on big cities that are
That's one thing I forget about this spell.
Usually wealth
What?
comes with
You
defense.
can actually use detect thoughts to find other people that you don't
Well, how
see.
many small towns have they already taken out? Or little
Because you
hamlets?
detect-
There's only so much wealth there.
True,
You'd have to start off with paying the mercenaries something.
but then it's like between that, there's what you probably have traveling merchants that are traveling in these areas, so like getting what they can anywhere else. I can't
How
imagine
they
they're.
supplying this army with weapons and armor because they all are bearing sigils. So
Someone's making it.
Right, they've got a uniform.
Who's your seamstress?
That's not just
Honestly.
armor they're picking up.
Your clothing is fabulous, darling. Is it Edna Rouge?
I'm loving this
No
black
kicks.
chain.
So this is the image that he gives to you of Consaldi Fire Eyes.
Can you spell that first name for me? Salty.
Kansal.
She goes around and burns the towns.
So what he knows about her is that her so the relevant bits are that in the
Because it's not loading.
in the
on my
Dragon
phone.
Army, a High Master is the highest rank of leader in the Dragon Queen's army.
She looks like a god.
There are
Oh,
On fire.
Yeah, she
Crazy.
looks
there are
like a god.
more there this is the one that he knows. He believes that there are others, that there are multiple branches of the Dragon Army, and she is in charge of their
One of.
offensive in Solamnia.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. Sorry.
He knows that he knows that she was supposedly recruited and essentially indoctrinated by another Dragon High Lord.
As,
And the rumor that he has heard is that this other High Lord is among, if not the most powerful in the service of the Queen.
I wonder
just as sort of
if
flavor
someone
as
doesn't survive the indoctrination
As I'm still inside this brain.
well,
brain.
could we play it as me asking these questions and looking to see you to see whether or not that rings true to you're hearing, and like I can tell if you're telling lies as well. Speak
Well,
true to me.
he's not saying it out loud. I think you just
Well,
get
I'm
the
asking-
I'm
thoughts.
just getting the thoughts.
I'm asking questions, and if he's answering anything that sounds false,
I mean,
then
I
see
can get
you-
those too. But
You just start twitching.
boy, my brain went funkin' like.
So that's who.
The picture will load later when I'm at home.
He
Yeah, I
knows
saw
that he knows that the Dragon
It's like a
Army
fucking
has.
goblin face. I don't know.
He
She's
knows
like
that the
a
Dragon
half
Army
goblin.
has other
Thinking like German crazy.
other things in its service. Like he hasn't seen all of what the Dragon Army can do. He has only heard of things that the Dragon Army can do, but he knows that they have winged beasts. He knows that they have these. I mean, as you're digging these thoughts,
Yeah.
like these Draconians, that's what these reptilian soldiers are.
The Draconians.
The Draconians.
He does not. He does not know where they came from. So
I hope so.
I hope so.
what else are you trying to find out? Like,
If he knows where this
She may
dragon
not
army
need bodyguards
originated
if she's
from,
that high up there.
where they're getting like their arms and armor from.
She's just got an army she's controlling.
Yeah, she's got an army, so that's
mean, they
her
just-
bodyguard.
they have the same resources as any army. You know, they built a force and then they started taking things over, and then it allowed them to continue building their force. I mean, they have people that are literally in their servitude, and then they have others that are,
I have
This
a-
is not
you
going
know,
to be the person.
essentially
to find the exact
they're
Yeah, I mean, he's
I-
only had, like,
they've
6
been
people he was helping.
brought into the army because they've been conquered essentially.
with deep
Are they
thoughts.
staying in
Can
any
you tell if someone's been
cities?
brainwashed?
Maybe I'll ask him because I'm not in on all this thought
Like-
conversation.
No, not really. I mean,
But I'll
I can
say
see if
to
their thoughts have been tampered with,
guy,
their memory's been tampered with. But
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you setting down roots
I mean,
anywhere?
I don't. Just in case,
Or
like
are you
someone
just
is being
pillaging
like
and moving on.
brainwashed.
My
you know,
job
type
is
thing, but I
to
highly
do
doubt
as I'm
he's-
commanded.
I have ceremony.
Right now, these are the lands that we're taking over.
That would take like an hour.
Not establishing much of a presence.
No,
then.
I was just asking if detect thoughts can
I mean,
see.
I have only stayed where I've been
of it possibly.
occupying for
Sure,
short
you can
periods of
go where
time.
you sent, I understand.
I should have been.
Well, shall we reply to our friend in the city?
Are you trying to dig out anything else?
I think we've gotten
Picked his brain clean.
gotten everything that we
I'm sure that
need at the moment.
Any
torturers of Kalanan can do.
any
Calendar.
campaigns coming up?
But
Any
in general.
moves to something? Any up and coming
Marshall,
goals for the
sorry,
army?
not general.
That, I mean, you would have to dig for that information. How long does this thing last?
Like 10 minutes? Probably about.
Sorry, we're just discussing. We're talking about Laura Baby Burger
Excuse me?
What?
from the D&D from that one session.
Oh,
Hey,
Uns
First of
minutes.
all,
Find
One
the
minute.
I
day.
tripped him.
this is all in one
Yeah, so
minute.
that was
I
all I
did not
could
punch
get.
him in the
Yeah,
face.
it's just 1 minute. So it's
Yeah, I think you've
And
got.
I
then
got
it just
you.
happened to
Yeah,
hurt
that's-
him a lot more than I thought it would.
We apologize.
Who Mark should what?
Oh,
You do not attack
you guys are
the
rich.
Rage Queen.
Thank you.
Just
Hey, as
saying.
long as you saved me for last. I mean, I honestly don't care.
Okay.
Wait,
Um,
did you guys agree
I
on
guess
who's
just
gonna
last
be
question.
last?
Ask him straight to
I
the
don't want
face.
to be last. They said
You know
I
of
should- he voted me
the
first.
next place your army was heading towards. Your next goal was.
I wonder who is the
w-
I mean, if you're so confident that they can't be stopped, where's the harm?
if anyone does die.
Well, they can't. I mean, your whatever forces you have will not be sufficient to stop them from taking over Solamnia. This is I mean, you may have won today, but I'm on the side that's going to be victorious.
I'll humor your delusions, you humor mine. Any clue where they might be next?
I mean,
Everywhere.
Calaman is the capital of this part of Nightland. We will succeed in taking Calaman.
Very well.
I just want to say you and one army so badly, but I know exactly which army.
Should we put a bag over his head for the rest of the journey and report back? to our
I can just
superiors?
knock him out if you want.
That would be too much
got
than
it.
25 words, to be honest.
We can send several messages.
I think with you and me trying to do non-lethal stuff, we just end up killing the thing.
I'm just waiting.
I know.
He doesn't-
I'm just.
He's
Little
not really.
smack.
He's just kind of scoffs at that. He doesn't
Listen,
really answer you.
I'm only
Just a
doing
love
what
tap,
I want
just-
someone to ask
Yeah,
me
exactly.
if I was captured.
On the back of his skull.
Wait,
What are you asking,
would
Blake?
he? No, he wouldn't know about
I want to
Lady
see where I'm
Mechlin,
going.
would he?
Then I recommend you be very quiet.
Okay.
Well,
Very
perhaps-
polite for a Minotaur.
He's
I
doing
mean,
his
come on,
job.
she's in
I'm
her
doing my
retirement.
job.
Well, perhaps you should report back what you
No, he
gleaned.
says that to Blanche.
That's going to take
well,
way
Very
more
polite
than
for a
25
Minotaur.
words.
Sure, you've met some
You can send several messages.
very representative Minotaurs.
There's no clue. There's no like
Quote out
limit to how many
message.
uses you can have in a day.
I think Jet's brain has fried.
You don't have to count them out. We'll just assume it's sent over a string of messages. It's not like we're on a.
What's
time
happening right now?
critical-
I'm going to use the far gab apparently over Wait a minute. Wasn't there a certain amount of times a day you could use this?
Yeah, I was about to say, I think so.
Is there?
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
thought.
sure.
I can't remember, but I have this weird
Long
feeling.
distance, device paired, backpack size, 25 words or less,
I didn't.
up to 18 miles away.
record
It's an
any-
action to send a message. It can be
Oh.
heard from 10 feet away.
I didn't
Static
record a
noise when
use
it's
limit.
not paired. And then Badger Masters after that. So
So maybe we just take our prisoner 10 feet away from it, out of here.
Yeah, I'll just
Out of
you
range.
and me will stay like
Yeah, it
towards the
doesn't
back. Oh no,
like
you're
it
on the
doesn't
horse.
have a
I'm with
limit
you,
on
so
how
you
much.
Still send your message.
So this
I'll
is
go
a
ahead.
this is an expertly
I'll
crafted
be
gnome
with
device.
Mr.
Like
I'll take
Crafty
your word
little
on
gnome.
it. I don't know gnomes that well.
okay,
I take offense to that.
I said that well.
What's that? Yeah, it was. Doesn't exist anymore.
Well, it might be still standing,
Oh, it's
depending
probably
on if
still
they
there.
find
It's just not being used.
properly. It's not used for gnome thingy, flinging.
Why, did you destroy it on the way out?
Thingy.
No, I'm assuming they burned it down.
I mean, it was in
So
the stone
pretty much
tower.
using the far gab over quite a few messages, telling them everything that I have gleaned off of this person, and it's going to be several messages.
okay, yeah, and they just they,
Garrett's like, oh my
So we
And
might
it's
God.
all of a sudden, I'm done with the first one. They're about to say something, and I go into another one. Stop.
Every 6 seconds.
you-
it is.
And they're like,
Wait.
huh? And you're like, no, no, no.
Does he have to wait for a
He
reply?
sent like 25 messages.
I mean, it
to come
depends
back
if
through?
he says several messages
Messages.
in a
To be
row.
continued.
Yeah,
Number 1 through 17.
yeah, it'll be fine. You
Part
can,
one.
you can figure it out.
Get the rest of the part when we
Okay.
get there.
Anything else besides relaying the messages? Basically the response back is, "Thank you for the information. We look forward to seeing the prisoner. Great job, guys. We love you."
Aww.
Just one
Dare
more
love us.
like phrase every time.
I hold the bone to my heart.
They get sent that.
Okay, so you guys are on the way back.
All the years of
So basically, you're gonna, because of the
Okay,
distance
Jet,
of
cut
this
it down.
travel, even with horses now having a prisoner, like you're gonna be into the night by the time you would get back. So the question is, do you want to stop somewhere, or do you just want to go into the night to get back?
We go into the night.
Okay,
We can rest when we get there.
so you guys get.
Where did the hell did that
It's
come from?
probably like 1 a.m. you're most of the way back now, and you kind of take a turn on the road. It's kind of going to be your last little jaunt toward Calaman, and up ahead of you, you see what looks like you can clearly see 3 figures, and one of them is on a horse, and the other ones are walking. One of them is the size of a dwarf.
And the dwarf is the one that's on the horse?
No, dwarf is one of the ones that's walking. There's 2 of them that are walking. There's one on a horse. And so I guess the question is, do you try to get closer? Do you stay back? They're moving slower than you are.
So we can't see anything else about them except for, like, outline.
I mean,
to run ahead and just hail
there's
them?
some moon. I mean, I don't know. You tell me, what phase of the moon are we in, Jeff?
We're in a crescent moon because that
So there is
seems to
some
be my
moonlight.
favorite.
I would think that at this point we're moving kind of in a group, and I would make sure that my horse was on the in between Kogan's horse, which is where the prisoner is, and whatever side of the road they are on, as we're going to be passing them, I would be between them and the prisoner
Okay.
on my horse.
All right.
I do.
But I don't.
Not I. Says
So you
the
guys are
human.
just kind of catching up to him?
Are they traveling the
I'm
same
guessing
direction?
us
Yes.
3.
Oh.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
have
whatever.
it.
Yeah, so I guess whatever way we're.
Does Blanche?
They're
have
just
started?
moving slowly.
You do
now.
now.
I will put myself on my horse.
Okay, so you
Between
guys
us
get
and
to
whatever side
Oh.
we feel like we're gonna pass it.
unless you guys are gonna do something else, you guys get to maybe like 50 feet away,
Use the labyrinth.
and
Okay.
you can. And now it's becoming kind of apparent that there is another person that's on the horse
That might be a reason.
and is like, I mean, not conscious. I mean, they're like being kind of
Doing the
held
same
up.
thing we are.
Kind of being held up by the person who's riding the horse. And the 2 that are walking are like, they're kind of struggling, like they are beaten up. And as you get closer,
I want to cast light.
whoever has the highest, again, the 15s on the
15
passive
perception, yeah.
perception,
But say
you start to realize
Probably can't see anything. So.
you recognize this dwarf.
Cudgel.
It's a cudgel.
This is Cudgel Iron Smile.
Cudgel. Sorry.
Wait. Like the one that's
Like the
walking.
leader of the previous.
Wait, no.
The mercenaries.
Walking on the.
She is
ground.
walking.
She looks beat up. Does it look like they're chained up or anything?
No.
Wait, who's
So
the
we're,
person
like,
on the
50
horse?
feet away?
That's
At about that
unconscious?
time, you are, yeah.
Okay. Somebody should shout.
Wait.
Wait,
I
you're
wanna
the only
see
2 that know that's
I want to
cudgel.
see who's propped
Yeah,
up.
I
don't
can't.
know. Who's the guy? Who's the
I
person
can't
they
see
have?
anything.
I can see them.
Holly the
I can see.
road.
So you yell out to them, and they stop, and Cudgel turns and kind of squints a little bit.
Son of a
Oh
bitch.
my!
Blanche.
And she's like just stunned that it's you guys, and so
That's
the
when I
the
cast
horse.
light on my stick and raise it up so I can actually see what's going on.
So the horse stops, like the rider stops the horse and kind of turns the horse, and you can see the other person that's on the ground. You kind of vaguely recognize them as a member of
don't have anything
Cudgel's
to do with
militia,
I don't know.
and they're not wearing their normal
Jam,
armor.
but
Like they're not
it only
wearing their
lasts
stuff,
like
and you now with the light you can see that they're beat up.
Unless
Oh,
because he gets
Cudgel.
to save at the end of every
The
round,
person
so-
and the person that's riding the horse is another member of her militia. The person that's unconscious is Becklin,
Yes.
Declan.
and she is
A
hurt,
test.
like she's wounded
Can
badly.
we use either?
Get up there!
I will.
I can use cure wounds on her too.
We've got a paladin.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
I mean.
We got
I mean, I can.
Wow,
I
wow,
don't burn
rangers
spell
are
slot.
chopped
I burn a
liver.
spell slot.
I-
That
So
no.
this doesn't.
I lean
It
over
can only
to
be used for
Jezebel
healing,
and give
really.
her like
Yeah.
3 iron pieces, like You were right.
The bet.
You need some help with Becklin there. May I heal her?
If you want to
Yeah.
do like cudgel,
Alright.
Yeah, I can do cudgel.
I've
Yeah.
got
Copper for 5 points of healing.
Okay, so now that you're close enough, like what you can tell is, I mean, Becklin does not have her armor, does not have her weapon. She's basically in her
Undergarments.
clothes, but they're like dirty and it looks so like, and you can tell like none of the mercenaries are wearing their normal armor. They're lightly armed, and they're all like beat up. Becklin is beat up in a way that looks like she was probably tortured. So, and Cudgel says, "Oh, thank goodness we found you guys. I was very afraid of who we might see on this road."
Well, we got ourselves a prisoner who probably should be informed of any of the more.
Do we need to knock him out for this?
It might be good for him not
I
to be
can
conscious
ride
for
off
this
with
one.
him if you
Yeah.
rather.
I mean,
Hold your wrath.
where are you guys
Not
going?
have to
I was
polish
just
your
gonna
brow.
knock him in.
We're trying to make it to
Okay, so
Calaman. we
let's-
assume that everybody else made it there.
Yeah.
Boy, do we
well,
have some people who are
Thank you.
excited
Yeah.
to see
Yes,
you.
we should.
Yes.
We should take care of our prisoner first.
Yeah,
before we
let's-
start talking about any of this.
I'll lead his horse off and like
can ride
I'll
Yeah.
walk on the ground with them because I'm assuming they're going at walking pace.
I'll go on.
Sure.
So maybe you take the. Yeah, you keep an eye on the prisoner and walk to the horse.
Lunch already did.
Oh, Blanche did.
Blanche.
Okay.
and as I'm leading
Blanche.
him away, I'm like, "Oh, shame your powerful army can't keep track of
She's
renegade
just
prisoners."
married like a sailor, like she is.
So, so you want to heal them? You guys want to
Yeah.
heal them?
Yeah.
All right.
heal
Yeah,
them.
you do
I
some
can-
healing. You don't have to roll it or anything.
Oh, I
You
was
can roll
about
it
to
if you
say,
want to.
Cure wounds is a spell.
Yeah, definitely unbuckle in to bring her back up.
Dirty 20.
Who are you trying to heal?
I'm assuming these two are taking care of Becklin and Cudgel, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna help
Help
the
the
other
mercenaries?
two mercenaries.
Yeah, sure.
It's just like bandage wounds.
I
Yeah, they
can
appreciate
cast
it.
cure
Herbalism
wounds on
kit.
cudgel.
Sure.
Hey, we got some spare chainmail if you need some armor.
Oh yeah, that's
It's a little on the
gets 8
black
points.
side.
So,
Healing.
Cudgel,
Emblems, though.
Cudgel explains to you that these are all that got away from trying to hold Vogler.
Oh, don't.
And they captured Becklin. I mean, so as they got away, they were able to find the location where they took Becklin to try and question her. And I mean, Cudgel describes it in such a way that she says they got extremely lucky to A, have found them, and B, to have successfully gotten her back without losing anyone else and without her perishing in the attempt.
Oh gosh. You are correct.
I mean,
You are one lucky bug.
yeah, they got lucky. And she goes further to explain that they got lucky because they didn't have any of the dragon men there.
Yes, it appears
Okay.
that the Dragon
Worry about
Army
the
has been
stoners.
recruiting hobgoblins and other such
gotta
creatures to
hear
the
it.
south
Other
and to the east.
You
mercenaries.
gotta tell Darrett, lady. It's fine.
I mean, that's how they
We don't need
turned
to
some
do
of
that
ours
anymore.
is with
No.
wine.
Yeah,
That could be
it's
more of an emotional read.
heard rumors
Yes.
that there may be some other mercenaries
We gotta keep it a
doing
secret.
the same
When
thing
is Darren's birthday?
on the way to
Is it coming
Calaman.
up?
Well, and
Maybe
so
not that
Cudgel
high.
is like,
I
now
don't know when
she's
it
kind
is,
of
so.
realizing that all of you, or most of you, are wearing the colors of Calaman's military. And she's like, "What did you?
Oh, you don't have it activated. To
You
where
guys are
stuff
working
is
with
flying
Calaman's
through.
military, are you?"
If
In
that-
exchange for
that's how it
helping the
worked, that'd be
refugees
a
from
shitty
Vogler,
item.
Yeah, the rest of
We are-
Bogler.
helping Calaman deal with the Dragon Army.
Oh well.
In fact, we're just
Are
returning.
they taking more people? Because
We'll have
think
to talk
with-
to the marshal.
Learning what lies out east, they'll take as many as they can.
Yeah.
the marshal, you say?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm.
I suggest you rest up, though, Kedgel. You guys
Well,
look like
perhaps-
you've been through hell. I thought you were gonna belt.
When we get there, you'd like
I
to
was going to say cudgel.
join us confronting.
Marshal Vendry.
Yes.
Yeah, I would very much like to meet this marshal.
Don't worry,
Declan would-
Darrett's
or,
alive. Darrett's
Darrett
helping.
would be most pleased to know that you have a whole escape.
What a good lad.
That's what we like to
How
call
old
him,
is
too.
this
The
dwarf?
goodest
Like,
lad.
he's
The goodest boy.
the
Okay.
goodest boy. He's like a golden retriever.
Well, anything else? I mean, you guys, it's not far now. I mean, you're within a mile or so of the city.
Just catch them up
I
what
think
we've been
we can
doing to the south and to the east, and once all's said and done with that, we'll probably bring the prisoner back into the group.
Okay.
Can we double
And
up
so
on
they
horses
called it a
enough?
weed whacker. And
Yeah, if some of the more injured needs a horse, probably
Sure.
spare one.
I can have like one of them ride with me.
Sure.
I'm small enough that I could
That-
probably share with Conan and then.
Well, we have the prisoner on the back as well, so maybe just.
Well,
No,
We can
Lynch
drag
will
him
trip
if
me,
need be.
remember?
Oh yeah.
So we
So,
already have.
if someone
that,
wants
he
to
can
ride
drag
with
if
me,
need
go
be.
for it.
Okay.
Plus they have.
Sure. So you guys can finish the trip. You guys head to the castle. They are, because you've, communicated ahead, they're waiting to take the prisoner and do as they will. Garrett is like, I mean, they're pretty.
His eyes are like popping out of his head. I'm guessing
I mean,
that's
he
what
wasn't
you were
he
doing.
wasn't ready for you to come back with Becklin of all people.
Cudgel.
Like,
or anybody.
so
Look who we found.
with the cat dragon.
Do you want to hand over the armor with
Don't
the
talk about Smokey
dragon
like that.
queen symbol on it, and then sell the ones that are unmarked?
Yeah,
Sure.
that's
Alright.
fine.
So we'll hand over the one chainmail piece that has the
We'll
symbols.
have to wait till morning to sell that.
It's morning. Early morning.
How about we sleep first?
CP.
We'll
CP.
get some
CP.
sleep first.
Make sure.
So the so when you actually what they'll do is Darrett will have you take the armors that you got to the armory, and they will give you essentially a letter of credit to that you can receive that from the clerk.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys can. You guys.
That'll work.
Let's see. You're giving them what? 5?
4 because we
5.
have 5 altogether.
All 5 altogether.
Yeah, 5 altogether.
One has the symbol.
One
of
has the
Texas.
symbol, but 5
Oh,
total.
okay.
And then we can
Gotcha.
start
So they're gonna.
collecting.
So the credit from the clerk will be a total of 300 gold. Steel. Sorry.
So
He
that's 50
he
each.
forgets his own flavor words.
Yeah.
If we're if us unenlisted folks
I
are
was gonna
allowed to
say.
claim
Yes,
that.
they'll.
can walk
Yeah,
out and
they'll. Well, you guys, they're gonna give you the credit for the 300 gold, and then how you are steel, and then you guys can split it however you want.
Yeah, if
Definitely.
somebody feels like they really need a particular piece of equipment or something to be used on,
I
So that adds.
I thought you were pulling out a tiger dagger, like your foot was.
Okay.
Going to do calculations.
Yeah, unless there's more specific things you want to talk about, or
I think we
I
all,
definitely
everyone
want to
here-
get Lady Becklin off that horse and on something more like,
I'm assuming she's,
comfortable.
She's in the. she's
they're
in the
gonna.
hospital.
Yeah, they have their
She's in
own.
the
They
ward.
have like their own little makeshift infirmary,
I'm
and
not
she
gonna
probably
lie, I would
needs
probably
that.
stay with
So
them because I was worried about them.
yeah, so they'll go do that. Darrett will go see to her. He does tell you before you guys, it's like there is another mission that has come up. It's you guys take your rest.
You don't have to wait till my
Yeah,
release.
you guys take your rest. You do as you see fit.
I'll just burn the rest of my healing points on Jacqueline to get her back up and
Yeah.
go on.
Yeah.
Put a little
I'm
pep
gonna-
back in
Just-
that step.
We have
10 more points of healing for her.
Yeah. She's feeling better, but she's still like, they did a number to her that she needs. Healing takes care of like the surface wounds, but she needs time to fully
Trauma.
recover. So
yeah.
Oh, I am gonna hand over the dog collar to Darrett and just be like, find its owners. Just get this to them
oh yeah,
from the farmhouse.
yeah. He will. So when he gives you that, he says that he has talked to them since about because they needed to know what they were going to do in the meantime, and it kind of came up that that was the first thing they did was try to silence the dog. So they knew their dog was dead.
I will go up to him and also. Here are their belongings, by the way, their valuables. I figured they need them back.
I thought you left them where they were.
I actually picked them up.
Look at you being
So he's kind of looking at you like, well, they're gonna go back.
I didn't know if they might
But
need them
when?
here before they go
You're gonna
back.
send them back in front of the host of
Well, they
the
want to go
dragon?
back.
Yeah, that's probably not
I mean,
a good plan.
I can't blame
mean,
them. It's
yeah,
their
but wait
home,
till
and
they
if
see
it's
all
not
their
destroyed
stories.
As long as they're
completely,
well aware that there is an army out there. that's-
We're not going to detain them.
All right.
they
So
haven't
they're
done anything
informed.
Make sure
wrong.
they hear
Well,
the
here's
words
their shit, so that way no one stole it.
We stole
Yeah.
it, so others couldn't.
Yeah. I probably will be hanging in the infirmary.
So we'll
I'll
unless
go
we
up
have
to
more to
that.
do, we're gonna
I
call
do
our
have
session.
one last quick
We're
thing.
gonna what?
Yes.
8:30.
As we're brushing teeth or something in the castle, I'm gonna talk to Jet and I'm gonna say, I heard what happened to Becklin and the others.
Do you need your horns brushed? Sorry. Sorry.
You're the mage here. Is there a
Aye.
way that it seems too easy that she made it out? I know they said they were fantastically lucky, but no one's that lucky. Is there a way there's something inside of her mind?
That is an excellent point.
It is,
You're just asking him
but the
that.
thing
I'm
is,
just asking him that. 'cause
but
he's
Go on
the
a
thing
little
is,
the
sneaky,
magic
sneaky.
guy.
Yep.
Becklin,
won't try to see if I
Cudgel
get anything.
didn't have anything to do with the attack of Vogler. So I don't
Declan
know.
was up defending it.
Yeah,
while
no, I'm
Cudgel-
at Cudgel.
But
I was meaning
now-
Cudgel with the reenactment part. Like,
Oh.
she had
I'm
no
sure
part in
Cudgel
that.
thinks she saved Becklin.
But it's like,
He got another fucking nat 20.
I
Sorry.
rolled a 24 knowledge arcana to kind of see if I could answer Blanche's question about because even
Could
I'm a
she
little
be
skeptical of them being
influenced
that
or
lucky.
charmed
Yeah.
I'm like,
or altered in some way.
So you're
I'm
trying
sure-
to figure out if these individuals were magically influenced somehow.
in some way,
And you
In
rolled a
memories.
24 on your what?
arcana.
I mean, you didn't.
See if I knew if there was
Is there a spell that could do that?
yeah.
Detect thoughts.
Well, detect thoughts would help
It's
you
detect
determine
magic.
it, but to
I
modify memory, there's all these
Yeah.
different things.
I
But
mean, yeah.
I wanted to play it to where my character will find out by this knowledge
Yeah,
instead of
I
me
think-
just spouting out.
I think what you would know is that there certainly is magic that could influence people and
Yeah.
could change their thoughts, appearance, whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, you know that it
We get
exists.
Blanche's
I mean, I
horn
can cast
that's
disguise and
scrimmage.
alter self myself. So
Let's make sure we keep an eye on her then.
Detect magic.
Just
see
in
if it's an
case.
illusion.
you could do that. We could always sense motive or insight the next time
Yeah.
we run into them, see if stuff. But
I guess I would keep an eye on them in the infirmary, just because it is a little too. They seem a little too lucky, little bit. I agree, but I am worried about Lady Becklin. I think she's a very strong-willed woman.
Right, I'm sure they would never break her.
So she's stubborn. She's like my grandma.
Sharpen.
All right. Very
I
well
screwed
done,
up.
everybody. Thank you for watching at home.
Bye.
Hi.
Are we officially the Badger Masters now?
Are we?
Is that our official group name?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, we never said no.
Jed is retiring.
Jet is
Jet is
retired.